is out. It's a different game, ladies and gentlemen. And the well, okay. We got stuff out of it, though. The next star shot, he's in it again. No way! Oh, the frame's there. The missile coming in. Revive down chip. Oh my God, he missed it. Oh, he did everything that he did. They're trying to stop the bandits. They can't train. And over. Speaking what? In the hell did we just witness?
We can't change the world. Look how we changed the game.
Of the gods, week number 2's top 8 here of season number 3. With you as always, Mr. Aquaman, the man, the myth, the legend himself, the mustache, the lover, the friend. But tonight, special guest. It's been a long time. Long time.
It's been a really long time. What is it? About a year since Combat Cup?
About a year since Mortal Kombat X, where a younger Big D, probably more attractive, joined us here on StreamMe as a caster, and welcome back for tonight's top 8. Good to see you again.
It's good to be back, man. It's been a really long time since I've had the chance to do this. And I've been sitting in the back, just sitting there watching the weeks go on, the seasons go on. And I'm really happy to be able to actually be a part of it. So thank you guys for letting me fill in. And I can't wait to get started.
I'm super excited. And, it's not like I haven't reached out. All right, I've tried to get this man on some programs. This man's busy.
Hey man, times are tough, all right? It's a busy life out there.
Yep, busy life out there, but we finally got him. Gotcha. 240-pound wild Big D tuna.
Hey, well, I'm 205 pounds for the record. The webcam does not do it justice, all right? It's the angle. But now, speaking of tonight, I was watching on Sunday. I want to know everything there is to know, if there's anything to know about the Cyborg player. Because
Hero,
this is without a doubt,
killer, stain. We need the rights to the song from the Shrek movie, We Need a Hero. Because I want that to play every time this man comes in. I want a WWE entrance. All right, from this cyborg, this killer cyborg, from out of nowhere, left field, and he's collecting body bags. He's here in top 8, and he's got all of us excited because booyah, baby.
Now, I also don't like how everyone's thinking, oh, maybe it's a Heidi. This dude came out of nowhere, and we have almost debunked every single myth that there was.
We've tried.
As far as we know, this is Hero Killer Stain. That's all there is to it. And he's going up against Bio, who has no less than, 5 tournament viable characters. Bio, Harley, Cheetah. He's got a few other characters that he's been dusting off for the time. I mean, look at the bracket right there. Starting off with Biohazard versus Hero Killer Stain.
And then, out of left field, 2 of the top dogs here on War of the Gods find themselves on the loser side of the bracket and have to face each other. So one of these guys is going home with only 7th place tonight. And it is tradition here on War of the Gods to have a noble team kill, but usually on the winner's side. So it's going to be Semiij versus Tweedy after that. And then we're going to move on to the winner's side of the bracket, where there are a couple of surprises there, D.
Well, I mean,
taking a look at the winner's not surprises, but in comparison to some of the field that's out there, we're not used to seeing Semiij or Tweedy and losers.
And you know what? Nyx is someone that really is finally starting to get his breakout. Had a massive showing at Combo Breaker. And here he's going to be going up against someone who's, in my opinion, one of the best Injustice players right now. SylverRye,
and he's super hot right now. And that is not a pun on him being a Hellboy player. But
he's insane. And he's the reason that Hellboy is being looked at right now. This guy invented the meta with Hellboy. Nyx, no slouch either. Darkseid, Manta, a few other characters at his disposal. And then you have HoneyBee, who is 98.8% of Flash main. A few other characters that we probably won't be seeing. And TitaniumTigerzz, who is arguably the best Brainiac up there with Scar. I think we could. That's a safe thing to say, is that he's up there with Scar. And both of these matches, that could be anybody's set. It really can't. That's not one where you'd be like, well, Rye's really going to have the upper hand. You have no idea.
Yep.
And that goes the same thing with Hero Killer Stain and Biohazard. Being that that's our first match, I was thinking about it. I have no idea whose Bio is going to pick against Cyborg. I know he has a Starfire, but honestly, I don't know how that matchup goes. So we're just gonna have to wait and see who he picks.
Yeah, we are, and you know, it looked like his strength was in his zoning game and his patience, and even though, he had to play what I think is on paper a very hard matchup for Cyborg, which is Wonder Woman, in order to get into this top 8. He was so content, even when he lost health leads, even when he found himself down. I mean, this man just stuck to the game plan. He was so composed and just played his game, and he was very patient, methodical, and we'll see what Biohazard decides to throw at him, whether it's going to be something completely offensive or if he's going to try to counter zone this man. He does have a lot of characters that are capable of it, and let's actually find out. The match is going underway. It's going to be Cyborg up against possibly Bane. Yeah! We're going to get some backbreakers tonight.
This is what I wanted to see, because Biohazard is one of those players where it doesn't matter what character he plays, you aren't safe with the life lead when you go up against Biohazard. He is just one of those players that can just steal a game away from you. And what character does that better than Bane? So here we go. Round number 1 of the top 8. Hook away just to start off the match. Tries to stay as full screen away from Bane as he wants to. Arguably, no one wants to be up close to Bane.
Early drop and breaking the armor on the 1-1 there by Biohazard. That's going to finally get him a little bit of momentum, but what a read by Hero Killer. Stayed no commitment. This is a good start from both of these guys. Just neither one of them able to generate any pressure. A couple of drop combos here and there. We'll see kind of how the meta develops. Oh my!
Oh, could have got a little bit of a conversion out there, but it's okay. He's staying on top of Cyborg, which is where he wants to be. This is the hard part. If Biohazard wants a better chance of closing out this first game, he has to get Stain to the corner now.
And he's gotten caught being aggressive a couple of times now with some forward dashes in directly into projectiles, and then the plus frames able to get the robots out, which are coming hit or block. So there's not much you can do at that point. I think the Biohazard is going to try to rely on there being some armor, and one of the biggest comeback factors in the entire game, meter burn cancels with Bane with level 3 Venom. Jeez.
And here he goes. Now he has to respect that trade, has to back off just a little bit, but this is where he wants to be. This is the perfect positioning for Biohazard.
Biohazard actually missed
that position.
He missed blowing up the gap right there. You saw in the overhead kick. He put on the Venom, went to armor, but he actually mistimed it.
Better call an audible. Careful,
yeah, very smart clash by Hero Killer Stain. Gonna get 3 bars. That's kind of pricey considering how early on in the round it was, but we'll see if it pays off. Cyborg's no stranger to building a meter after this.
Oh, yeah, he is.
No, this is just a patience game.
Ooh, Boltzy's gonna get aggressive. Oh, could have got a whip punish right there, perhaps. Beautiful jump over and a punish. And this guy, like I said, looks so composed and looks like he's ready for these matchups. Knowledge just seems to be there, but this is where it gets scary. Once you see Biohazard with 2 bars and Venom, you can die.
This is party time for Biohazard. This is the chance to close that gap as long as we keep him in the corner.
Oh my goodness, he's still at level 3! He's chip out at this point!
Now this is gonna hurt. Biohazard is on the D-block. He's gonna take a lot of chips trying to close the gap. He still has Clash available, but no meter. And the jump too? Seriously?
That was the max distance, and how rarely do you see a Bane player go for that? And that's a specialist right there, knew that at the distance that he jumped, he could make it with that jump too, rather than the frog splash, which you used to see in Universal from this man. What a first game, by the way. That was some back and forth, down to the wire. And that could have been anyone's game.
Hey, you saw it was almost like Bio got a little bit antsy in that mid-screen. He decided to go for a lot of those Bane charges to kind of close the gap. But any whiff like that, you're getting a punish and you're still getting a full screen. So he has to be really patient. But Hero Killer is still doing really well. He just got stuck in that corner. So I would expect to see more push blocks and meter burn rolls.
Yeah, he had the right idea with the push block. Just unfortunately at the wrong time and ate a meter burn 4-3. And he actually got lucky that Biohazard wasn't able to confirm that into even more damage. Off the 4-3, he actually was given a gift by him at that point. But here we go, back to what he was doing, which is building the space and catching Biohazard being aggressive, but not that time around. He's able to sneak in the 1 after the forward dash.
There you go, there's some push blocks. Stain just trying to stay away from him. He's going to keep building some meter. Push block is going to be his absolute hero here. It's going to be big damage going into the setup here with the trait.
Ooh, good blocks, but nice reversal elbow. Oh no! And he kept himself in the air long enough. That was so smart by Hero. Oh god, the damage though. I think that Bio went. I think Bio went for the dirty cross-up on that charge. I see what you're doing, Bio. You need to put that dirt away, young man.
Oh, look at what the chip damage is right now. Just trying to get into a nice down 2 in the command grab. I like what I'm seeing from Stain. He has the right idea, but he just can't seem to stay away. Bio's just pretty relentless. He gets the chance.
Can't break my back.
Forces an early clash. Really good start for Biohazard. Going to get as much real estate out of his first life bar as possible.
And Biohazard starting to find a little bit more success on the approaches with either the regular dashes or meter burn dashes. And it's really starting to pay off, but Hero's never out of it, it seems. This is going to be a full combo punish. Here we go.
That was a gorgeous meter burn on Killer Stain. Use the bar to stay away from the Bane charge and even get the punish. And look at the position right now.
Ooh, went into some dirty active frames there. And nice use of the air throw to get not only the damage, but the reversal of the position. Oh, get out of there. Let me grab on it. Oh my god, he went to level 3.
Level 3
Did he just do that on reaction?
And another one. Oh, that's going to hurt. Is he going to clash this? He has to clash. He has level 3 debuff.
Oh my goodness!
Where was the clash?
Even, okay, what he was afraid of is that Hero Killer had the meter lead at that point. He would have put him at chip regardless. I think Bio was just betting on making the read on Wake Up. But that was so smart of a setup. The hard knockdown by Hero, call out the bot, and get the hell out of there from this Raging Maniac. That was beautiful. If you guys want to see smart play, y'all better be taking some damn notes, because I know I am.
You saw the adjustment from Killer Stain there. He used the hook away way more in game number 2. Use the meter burn rolls, use the push block. That's his saving grace right there. He doesn't need to be stingy with his meter. Bio's still staying on top of it, gonna stick with Bane. I think it's the smart choice because even game number 2 was super close.
Yep.
We'll see a little bit of a change of stage. We'll see if that has any play in it as well. It's really just going to be position. That's the key word here in this matchup. Starting off the game with a hook away, staying full screen, building that bar meter.
Oh my god, I think he baited the... He went for a bait on an anti or a DP read on the forward jump into the projectile too on the plus range. Really smart stuff I'm seeing from Stain. But here's where it can go downhill. Here's the knockdown. So smart.
There's that push block. Biohazard trying to stay on top of him. And I like how he's trying to stay in that sweet spot in case Killer Stain goes for that hook. Stay in that sweet spot to still kind of stay on top of him, make him respect his pressure. Changing his way in, and just Killer Stain is so good at being slippery. Look at all this. Look at the mobility.
And even though he ate an elbow on hit, technically in the armor of that, the projectiles of Cyborg are the same damage. So like even if he gets anything full screen, it's good trades up until you get the full combos here by Bane and blowing up the Wake Up with breaking the back. Cyborg said it couldn't be done. I just witnessed it.
And one thing you really got to give Bio credit for is his Venom management is perfect. You rarely catch him when he's actually on debuff on. But Killer Stain is doing really well right now, keeping his distance, waiting for the right time to hook away, push blocking if he needs to. It's perfect.
Whew. Oh no, he let go of in the last second, maybe going for a last second hook away just like that. You get a punish. Beautiful spacing. I don't think he had a normal that was capable of it, but the special was. Oh,
breaks the level 3.
Can't break
Had the clash
back.
there. Biohazard has a choice to do some damage, but his level 3 debuff is going to be reset here, so he is going to take 15%
I think
from Biohazard.
What was sad is I think he took more damage doing the wager than actually on hit because he wasn't debuffed.
And look at this, another down 2 command grab, and now it's party time. Has him in the corner, Killer Stain hooks away. Has a lot of space to work with. He's just going to back up here, goes for the 2-3, pushes him full screen.
In that chip, went for the read right there. Was Hero. Oh my goodness, the elbow hit him. Now we're swinging.
No!
Oh,
and he still catches him.
He was so good at that. I'd say, 4 of the past 5 times up until now, he was able to time that perfectly. But we all know, all of us that go back to Injustice 1, we've all been there, where that thing just sneaks an extra 20 feet of a horizontal hitbox. Or vertical hitbox, I should say.
That charge, man. That charge has such a strange hitbox to it. And even then, I liked what Killer Stain was doing before that. He knew that Biohazard was going for a meaty setup, waited for the right time to stand up, uses that one hit of armor to hook away from him. That's all he wants. He wants nothing to do with Bane up close. And he's doing a good job of that, but Biohazard is just really good at staying on top of him.
And that's what really separates Bio from a lot of Bane players that you see is that he has an aggressiveness to him, but at the same time, he can play incredibly patient with his character, and I think that's equally as scary.
And that's a really hard play style to master, so you really got to give him some credit for that. Right now, Killer Stain went for a little bit more of an aggressive start. Got the first hit, has 2 bars to work with, just to keep his distance. You can see now, Biohazard made him respect just throwing out those projectiles right outside sweep range. So you're seeing a little bit more movement from Killer Stain.
Oh my goodness, what an air escape. He avoided so much damage right now and now has a huge health lead. And still got the punish off the whiff to Biohazard. Absolutely gorgeous. One more projectile on hit is going to do it, and that just made me chip out.
God, the chip damage alone from these projectiles on Cyborg. He's doing a good majority of his damage just from chip alone. Chip and straight. Nice overhead by Bio. Gonna get the interactable, and that is easily closing out the life bar for Killer Stain. Biohazard on set point here. But Stain has a full stick of butter to work with.
He does, unfortunately, get the... Oh my goodness!
The mix!
Biohazard going to town here, trying to get out the corner. Doesn't get out, but Biohazard wasn't ready. Almost expected him to eat that on armor, but he was a level 3, I believe. Oh my goodness, utilizing the bot just to get out of there, build the space like you mentioned in the last game.
Biohazard's using really good work with that back forward 2 on Bane. Has a good vertical hitbox on it, so he should be able to catch Killer Stain out of the sky.
Oh, here's where he has a meter for cancel, and that's gonna be death!
That bounce cancel in the level 3 seals fade for any amount of life that you might have had. Done. End of story, roll credits.
But we gotta give shout outs. Hero Killer Stain showed up, made top 8, and looked good doing it. I hope to see that man and or woman in the future because, again, we know absolutely nothing about them. Absolutely nothing. And looked so smart in all the decisions that they made. You know, it's almost hard to go back and say, well, you should have done this differently. At that point, it was just Bio making godlike reads.
And that's what he does best, but you do have to give a shout out to Killer Stain. He went through his entire pool as Cyborg alone, made it to the top 8, gave Bio a run for his money. It was a 3-1 final score for the set, but you know what? Those games were still pretty close. And Bane and Bio put together, your life lead just isn't safe. We already know that. And that goes for HoneyBee as well. Though something is with that family where, like, you don't have the life lead. Until the game is over, you don't have the life lead.
That's right.
But I really hope we get to see Killer Stain back next week.
I do too. And he made waves last week as well, just not getting that top 8. I think he got 9th. So he's doing nothing but getting better. We do have to go over, there's a change in the point system. This season, we have spread the points a little further in between 5th and 7th and 9th and 12th, as you see. And then 17th through 32nd. So first place tonight's going to get 150 points. Second, 125. Third, 100. Fourth place, 80. But fifth place is going to get 65 now. Seventh place is going to get 50. Ninth place is going to get 35. 12th place, going to get 30. And then 17th through 32nd is going to get 15 points.
Which is a really nice spread to take a look at. You take a look at the rankings now where those points are really going to matter. Semiij still sitting pretty in first place. Nyx is right behind him, though. Only 10 points to go. This week could really change up how, honestly, how the top 5 go. You got TitaniumTigerzz ready to earn himself some more points and secure himself more for the finals. Killer Stain looking in pretty nice. But the one that I really want to talk about right now is Rewind. Now, Rewind has been one of the big staples for the past couple of seasons, period. So not seeing him here in the top 8 for this week is going to show that he really needs to be able to get those points if he wants to secure a spot in the finals.
Yeah, he went out fairly early, but I believe it was because, oh, man, I think he ran into Tweedy very early on the loser side of the bracket, which is just absolutely savage. But yeah, it's a lot of change-ups tonight, and this match alone that we have coming up next, we could see a change in the points leader as well. If Semiij ends up losing here, Nyx only needs to win one game to actually Nyx and you saw second and third place. They could actually surpass Semiij, which Semiij isn't used to. All right, this man used to be a number 1 on that points leaderboard.
There
God damn
also
it, Tweedy.
used to be a Grand Canyon size gap between first and second place for Semiij. There's only a 10-point difference there, so this week could mean a lot for almost half of the top 8 right now. But this is going to be juicy. Got Semiij rocking the Catwoman. Tweedy going with Dr. Fate to start off with. Wow, and the jump 2 just started off into the whip. Should have got a little bit more damage, but going to be happy with the first hit on the top.
Yeah, and this is a character we saw Tweedy switch to fairly late in, not IPS Season 1, but kind of in between, where he picked up a Fate and looked so strong at Combo Breaker, as you know, starting off the Injustice Pro Series with a W, mind you, and your #1 seed.
Yeah, he's sitting really good right now for the IPS Finals.
I think he's already a lock into IPS Finals.
That's absolutely insane. So congratulations to him. But that's it. Right now, he wants to beat Semiij. If for points, if for money, if for nothing else, he wants to be able to prove to himself that he can beat Semiij.
Yeah. So looking at their paths, I think it was Deoxys that just ran the noble gauntlet. But Semiij 3-0 over Misfit Panda, 3-1 over Phenomenal, 3-0 over Legend, 3-2 over Gur. What a match. Lost 3-0 to HoneyBee. That was a statement win by HoneyBee on the winner's side. And then 3-1 over Hayatei to get here. Was Semiij looking really good so far in this bracket, other than what was a clean loss to HoneyBee. That was one of his best performances.
And then even then, Tweedy collected some scalps too. You take a look at, even though he lost to Deoxys 3-2 at first, he beat M2S Blackout 3-0. 3-2 over Jay, a 3-0 over Rewind, which speaks for itself in my opinion, and then got his run back with Deoxys with the clean 3-0.
Yeah, 3-0 in that run back as well.
Tweedy is not messing around.
And he's in this match, he's doing just that. He's fighting. He was down fairly early. Semiij looking good. A couple of beautiful anti-air reactions with Semiij with that back too. And he's been looking sharp as well.
I like Tweedy staying patient. I know he doesn't have the life lead, but that's going to hurt. He has to clash. Semiij is definitely going to do some damage here. Feel a nice chunk of 25%.
If you guys are taking notes at home, you saw Semiij just kind of floating out there in the neutral space, walking forward and backwards, and just reacted to anything by Tweedy. The startup with the jump in two that was beautifully spaced. That's just fundamentals 101. You know, you're sitting out there and you're just looking for something from your opponent, and when you have a health lead, chances are something's going to come.
Tweedy threw out that Hail Mary meter burn back 3, just hoping that Semiij will walk into it. Semiij ready for it, just took a walk back with punish, and the story. Semiij is still looking strong, taking game #1. Tweedy right there. Just needs to make a few little adjustments. Maybe the stage might be able to play a little bit of a factor in there, but Tweedy's still looking really strong here.
And he's going to stick it out with Dr. Fate right here. He does a plethora of characters. I just feel that this is best. He is definitely a man that likes to play the numbers game. You know, has a character for everyone. And this is a matchup that we don't see too often. You know, if Semiij didn't sign up for the bracket.
Oh, beautiful use of the red onk there, just to get him off. Didn't really have the distance aligned to really bird off anything there.
Oh, and
really
And I've seen aggressiveness out of Semiij I've never seen before. Here in Season 3, and looking forward to the rest of the Injustice Pro Series Season 2, I don't know if it was just a change that was needed, but Semiij has been a lot more aggressive, and he's actually taken a couple of risks, which is very uncharacteristic of the Semiij of old, where it was a program. He showed up, and he just did his job, kept everything safe. But I've noticed a lot of savage cat dashes here lately.
And it's really seemed to work out. It's almost like he's kind of going for this aggressive, I almost want to say this aggressively controlling space, right in that footsie range, right outside of Fate's forward tilt. Just with punishing him.
It's never a term I've heard used in fighting game terminology, but it's almost like he's passive-aggressive.
I mean, technically, if you really want to look at it that way, it's true. He's establishing his dominance in that neutral range, and just letting Tweedy hang himself. But right now, Tweedy has the real estate here to just make some do some chip damage, work his way back, and hopefully get out of the corner. It's not where he wants to be right now.
Oh my goodness! See him come out of the cat stance with the trait. That was a little disgusting there by Semiij. He's going to reap the rewards of, again, the aggression. He had no fear of doing that. Finds himself in the corner, which is where he wants to be. This will be some plus frames and a chip out. Nice push lock by Tweedy. You do not want to eat the plus frames there, because then you're eating some stand 3 mix. Oh my goodness! And again, the reactions also from Semiij on the anti-airs, back 2 and down 2. This man's on it tonight.
This is why we're behind the desk. This is a young man's game, Aquaman. We don't have those young man reactions.
We don't. If a Dr. Fate's jumping at me, I'm going, here we go. Here we go.
Oh, it's a free jump thing.
Yeah, it's a free jump in. Let me react 30 frames later with my down 2 and get absolutely destroyed.
All right, so Tweedy going to go with Starfire. Now going to be locked in with Starfire for the remainder of the set. We'll just have to wait and see how it plays out. I know that Semiij knows this matchup, but again, this is Tweedy. This is the combo breaker champion. You cannot count this man out. Period.
And I think we saw this matchup last week, and Semiij looked incredibly good with it. Semiij, maybe, if not the best, one of the best at dealing with Starfire's wake up. I would say possibly the best I've seen so far. Might actually be Deoxys.
That's interesting. He still seems to be doing pretty well. Tweedy does have, well, did have the life lead.
And it's gone.
And it's gone. Gets that corner pressure. What's the mix? Goes for immediate jump 1.
And it's very rare to see Tweedy hold pressure like that in the corner, but it's because that neutral jump 1 deals with every wake up that she actually possesses.
Huge meter burn back. Look at the damage.
Whoa! Okay.
What happened?
The moment he got to that corner, did everything change?
Right, so now sitting full screen. Tweedy dashing in. I think that was an into there. I think he was going for Starfire's down back 3 there. It seemed to be the anti-air that he wanted. Very smart. I've been seeing a lot of Starfire players do that a lot. Using that as an anti-air from the sweep range jump in.
I've noticed that from Tweedy a lot more, and Starfires in general, because we see a lot of them here on War of the Gods, that they love just throwing out,
this how you ask me?
You know, not overly committing on pressure, just throwing out a normal here and there, and just go straight into the chip trait and just build that space, keep yourself safe, and do what is damage over time on block.
Wow, and just a wake up DP from Semiij. I respect it. He's taking more risks than what I'm used to seeing him. A nice conversion by Semiij into the hard knockdown. Tweedy needs to get out of this corner and switch positions now if he wants a chance. Here's his chance to do it.
And I think that Tweedy recognized the knockdown there, and that Semiij couldn't do the normal setup with the neutral jump 1, and chose his time perfectly to actually wake up. And here we go, Tweedy, a little bit of life right now.
Oh, nice block by Semiij. Tweedy had his chance to be a little bit more aggressive. Nice flip out and a punish on it. It's going to be able to seal it up. Semiij. Wow. Quick 3-0 over Tweedy. I have a loss for words.
Yeah, and you give a player that's of the caliber of Semiij enough time with a matchup, and I'm amazed that he's able to cover so many matchups with Catwoman. Most people on paper, if they struggle against Starfire, or any character, they'll look for an answer somewhere. That's been the meta of Injustice 2 right now in year number 2, is that you don't play one character, you play 3 to 4 characters, and you try to cover as many matchups as possible. But Semiij coming in here with the one weapon machine. He has used Starfire on a very rarest of occasion. But it's amazing how his Catwoman and Catwoman alone seems to still be enough to get the job done. And that amazes me.
And, well, you know what? It's always good to see that, regardless of what you say about the character itself. When you take a look at Semiij, who has been rocking Catwoman since day one, regardless of how she was in the past, you take a look at, the conversions that Semiij does. That stuff only a character loyalist that's been playing that character since the beginning can do. So that's why there's no dispute that Semiij is the best Catwoman, and that's why he's able to overcome any matchup that he goes through. So we're going to be seeing Semiij on later tonight. And I want to see what we have up next. What's our next match for tonight?
We're moving on to the winner's side of the bracket, which is going to be Hazardous.
Ooh.
Emperor Nyx going up against Method's SylverRye. This is going to be a matchup where I know almost 112% that Nyx is going to go Black Manta because he absolutely effing hates Hellboy. I remember when SylverRye and Dab first came on with Hellboy, and they kept running into Nyx. And it was brutal, and Nyx he was very vocal about Hellboy in the chat. And ever since then, really believed in Black Mana, and I talked with all the guys in the past couple of weeks that I'm amazed at how his Black Mana has developed, and now it's just this incredible solid machine. Whereas he had some learning pains, growing pains with the character there for a while, where every time he picked Black Mana, it wasn't up to par. And you know, a couple of unfortunate things happened, but now he's actually getting the job done with the character, looking so strong. And of course, coming in here with confidence of Combo Breaker might just be added flavor to the pot at this point.
I mean, he is sitting on a little bit of a hot streak right now. Being able to beat sonicfox in tournament alone should give you the confidence boost that you need to.
You can beat anyone if you can do that, guys. That's just a fact.
Now, taking a look at what SylverRye has been saying, because I have talked with him in the past, he does believe Manta does do pretty well against Hellboy. One of the few characters to actually do really well against Hellboy. So between that and that, I've seen Rye dust off his Batman as of probably about not even a week ago. I'm wondering if he's even going to bother with Hellboy, or maybe we're going to be seeing two hidden select characters out of these two to start this counter picking war, because they both, the arsenal of both of these players has the ability to counteract each other. But we're going to be seeing it first. I think SylverRye just wants to put his best foot forward, stay true with what he knows, and see, really kind of test Nyx to see if his Manta's ready for his Hellboy.
Which is really smart to do. And we've seen SylverRye dust off his Batman just last week, and there's no dust there.
No.
There's none.
No. All right, starts it off with Interactable, gets it out of the way nice and early.
He's been keeping him on the shelf lately, but there's no dust on that bad boy. He's ready for resale anytime.
But you know what? It's smart to... Oh, wow. That was a read and a half to just let Nyx hang himself there. Now, it's really smart by SylverRye here to stick it out with Hellboy the first time, because if he can manage to take the first game, he's in a really good position for the rest of the set. If things do happen to go Nyx's way.
Oh, no! And that is so unfortunate on that meter burden teleport there by Black Manta. Sometimes the best, you know, you're going to lose a lot of damage, but just go for the down 2 punish.
Rye really kind of missed a punish there. Would have really helped him secure this round. But right now, Nyx is doing very well. Has a life lead, doesn't really need to take any risks. Oh, nice up gun. Controlling that airspace is going to be huge for Hellboy.
Oh, man. And meter in the neutral against Black Mana is a very bad idea. I want to let everyone know that meter against armor against Black Manta is ill-advised. Everything the light touches on this character breaks armor because he stabs you 40 times.
Yeah, that is a huge no-no, but Rye gonna he even catches the flip out! Okay, that was huge. That put Rye back in the driver's seat for this. Sitting on almost both having 1 bar. Rye gonna be able to build up that 2nd bar in no time. Huge chunk of damage there.
Nyx putting out an incredible beauty there with the Manta Rays. Oh, but you still have to be careful of that shoulder charge.
I think Rye's going to need to be able to get the punish on that regular laser from Manta. Otherwise, he's going to be getting away with a lot of damage on the table.
And for the start that Rye had, now finds himself in quite a hole. That one.
No,
low pokes are incredibly effective against Mana, where everything fast starts out as a high.
I like what Rye's doing now. He's moving farther away to kind of fade out Nyx's normals, because he knows Nyx wants to hit these buttons. So forcing the clash, Rye has a chance to come back here. He's going to tie the clash, not giving Nyx any bit of extra health. See, they're just taking his time.
Yep.
Do a little bit of chip damage. I would expect Rye to almost want to wait. Oh, nice hit confirmed there. No bar to really be able to close out the round.
I think he actually got an input error on that forward 1, but he'll take it, go for the throw, and he's going to pick it up, and that should do it. Nyx is going to take game number 1. That turned into an excellent match. The back and forth, the health leads for both of them, and the slight little comebacks.
That shimmy was 200 IQ. Easy 200 IQ. He took just the perfect amount of steps to be able to fake Rye out, go for that meter burn forward 3, and be able to close out game number 1. Rye's sticking with Hellboy. I'm actually surprised to see this. I thought he would have won Batman by now.
Can we talk about the effect that Coach Steve has had on the entire scene when it comes to walk up forward 3?
Listen, man, that is forever embedded in my brain, being able to see that live.
I also
through the stream.
Can quote Coach Steve with one of the quotes of a lifetime for Justice 2. You guys ready for it? He said, "I only tech throws with forward 3." And when you think about it, that's some next level stuff. All right, that's 12th level intellect. That might even be 24th level intellect.
That's those galaxy mind pictures that you see everywhere. That's where Coach Steve is right now. Nice little pickup by SylverRye off the anti-air standing 1.
I read that and I got shooting starred into the abyss.
I mean, that's kind of what was going through my head here with Nix's little shimmy there. But SylverRye seems to be doing a little bit more. I like how SylverRye is kind of using a little bit more mobility this time around. It's not staying too stationary.
Oh.
Well, it might have been a little bit of a wrong input there. Why just getting caught by that?
He might be able to air throw in the middle of the gap. He may have just been late on the reversal. In between the back 1-1 up 3 and the 2, there is a gap. So I think Rye was just trying to expose it, but unfortunately it wasn't there. And this health lead now building for Nyx. And he has good positioning here, especially to get the hit. Oh my god, on the trait and the lasers. That's going to keep him in this corner. Rye.
And again, no punish on that that regular beam there.
Oh my. No, and he got thrown it out again!
No. I mean, this is all but over, right? Okay, so he goes for the teleport. Nyx is looking dominant. I would expect to see a change from Rye at this point. I can't see it. Hellboy just doesn't seem to be working out in this matchup.
And this is what I was talking about with Nyx was months ago. This pick would not have looked this comfortable, but now he's just, you know, has a game plan, implementing it perfectly, executing it perfectly, and we're witnessing it on the winner's side. About to make winners finals for the week, 1 game away. But SylverRye, never count this man out.
This is what the competition has come up to. The gap between the very known players and those that are up and coming, it's so small now. You take a look now, Nyx being 2-0 on SylverRye. You still can't count SylverRye out right now. But a back 2-3 into the bounce cancel. And just look at the damage!
It even had the answer for the wake up as well. It's actually hard for people to find answers to Hellboy's wake up. Fair to deal with losing plus frames, with the jump back 3 covering it beautifully.
Rye getting some damage of his own.
And Rye has really been committing to the overhead off of 2-2. He might have to mix in a little bit of 2-2 down 3 for the low.
Oh, finally gets a clean hit there. All right, SylverRye securing the first round here. Only has a bar to work with right now. Nyx has all that meter to basically chip out Rye if he really wanted to, but not going to have to do a nice whip punish on the back 3 by Nyx. And Nyx is on set point. Best meter to keep him safe. Nice cross up by SylverRye, forcing Nyx to clash. That's the break that Rye needed.
Here we go. Back to the corner we go, though. And we'll see if Nyx can flush out a leap out of the corner. Oh, went for the jump back this time around. But it's so scary going up against Hellboy because he can reverse position so fast, and he can really make you guess.
God damn it, impress me.
Now Rye forced the clash. He can kind of really bait out Nyx's normals, but Manta having those quick double hitting and advancing normals makes it really tough for SylverRye to whip punch.
Speaking of advancing normals, he just got absolutely annihilated by the 4-2 of Hellboy. That Doom Fist of absolute hell, that is a almost half-screen mid. And now we're getting down to the wire now, as Nyx is definitely, literally, a shark in the water smelling blood right now, but catches a whip punish for his efforts. And now all of a sudden, SylverRye with a little bit of life here, D.
Oh, he took a lot of damage from that interactable. One hit is going to be able to do it. Has 2 bars to work with. Goes for the meter burn. Rye still in this. Finally takes the game. Sitting on the board, 1-2.
And conditioning Nyx this entire set, and when it matters the most, changed it up off the 2-2, caught him with the 3, and went for a beautiful answer to almost everything the Black Manta could have done right there, which is leap away, low pound back, which is sometimes unblockable because who in their right mind would commit to the low pound with Hellboy? It's so hard to read.
And I like the adjustment. You saw he was being a little bit more mobile in the beginning of there. Made the adjustment towards the end where he stopped trying to whiff punish at that range and took an even more couple steps back. But now we're moving on to this stage with the background bound. And this is either going to work out really well for Rye or it's going to be an absolute disaster because Manta does a ridiculous amount of damage with that interaction. And look at what we're seeing, over 500 against Hellboy. Rye already less than half health to work.
Yeah, you really gotta be careful. That's a big background, and again, the up 3 in that, getting him out of dodge and actually hit confirming off it. Nyx, a little bit disgusting, but Hellboy might be able to do some damage of his own right here. Does have the background bounce to play with. That's okay.
Beautiful whip punish on that interactable. Rye gets another nice punish. Just going to spend the bar. Now he goes to the jump 2 combo to try and bait out Nix's air escape there. Unfortunately, it didn't pay off where he might have been able to kill. Nix, nice block off the low ground pound, and being able to, again, be on the set point.
Like I said, so scary to deal with that low pound. And for him to block it in a moment like that where it could have killed him, maybe that's the reasoning behind it. But so clutch by Nix, and he's holding on to a little bit of Magic Pixel, taken out by the forward one. The little shoulder shrug, the get the hell off me by Hellboy there.
Tried to fish out maybe some sort of meter burn. Oh, nice pickup by Rye. Gets a little bit extra damage. Huge punish here, forcing Nix to crash. Now, this is good. Even though Rye doesn't have any meters to work with, he's going to get some of that meter off Nix to prevent any more chip damage from happening.
Yeah, this is where SylverRye wants Nix. No wager, no nothing. Big old background bouncer to play with there in the middle. Ooh, I really like the forward walk by Nix right now. That kind of gets him out of most shenanigans. If Hellboy players decide to kind of overleap. And you see that by Tweedy a lot, where he just likes to walk around and let Hellboy do his thing before reacting and taking his turn.
And look at that massive damage, just letting Nix hang himself with those DPs. Nice flip out by Nix. Oh, was able to get the back two to connect into the interactable. It's going to do some big damage. Rye actually going to go for a late clash here.
Let's see if your corpse floats.
The risk we take, does he come off the bar? He does. He wants to be as close as possible taking this out. Oh my god, floating forever!
Nix being really slippery right now. Rye being able, has a chance to be able to close out this next game. And the chip damage will do a down two into the shoulder. We are now 2-2. First game 5 of the night. Rye on the verge of losing early on in the night. That was on the verge of a 3-0. Reverse 3-0.
Like I mentioned earlier, he's no stranger to it. He's quite a few of them here on War of the Gods. But this is where Nix is going to face his toughest test is, adversity. 2 games straight. What can he do differently at this point? That's what's going to be going through his mind is I came out swinging. He adjusted. It's on me now to counter-adjust. And those are where it might be even harder. On you as a player, you come out with a game plan, you execute it, and you're like, sweet, it's working. And then when all of a sudden it doesn't work at all, and then you're about to lose, you're like, holy crap, what do I do now?
Gorgeous whip punish on the back 2-2. Back 1-1 by Rye.
Oh my goodness, the patience by Rye to stare him down into the 2-2, and now everything's working for this man, and this is just momentum on Rye's side at this point, or at this point in the match.
And you know what? Nix isn't playing bad, but Rye went for a different approach now. It's just letting Nix hang himself. He's letting Nix hit all the buttons he wants. He's just going to step back. And look at how it's been helping out. Most of Rye's damage has come from whip punishes. And just like that, Rye is dominating this game 5. Activates space. Gonna sit back, try and build some bar there. Gets with 4-2-3 to connect. Catches him in the air dash as well.
That might be the final nail in the coffin. He came off all of his resources for just a glimpse of getting out of that damage just to get sucked back in. By that air throw, SylverRye, every single thing is working right now. Nix back to the wall, and he is about to find himself in loser's bracket.
If you've ever seen a man crumble after the beginning of a first set, this is what it looks like. Nix was so dominant in the beginning of the set. Rye just opted to play more patient. Just sit back and let Nix hit all the buttons he wants. And now Rye advances, which is not how the beginning of this set looked at all.
Not at all, and I'm really impressed with how SylverRye was still able to, the early games, he got caught a lot, not only just whiffing the big buttons like 4-2, little things like that, but just trying to get aggressive in general with the wake-ups, with everything. And I don't know if it's mistiming on Nick's part or just pure luck. The wake-up started to work for SylverRye. None of them got blown up, even though he mediated with the same exact normal, like with a stand 2. And in the neutral, his forward 2 was connecting almost every single time. And if you guys know boxing, if your haymakers land like 80% of the time, you're probably going to win the damn match.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's usually how that goes. But, I mean, you got to give hats off to Rye, man. That just shows the seasoned competitor that he is, to going down 2-0 in such a fashion and then being able to reverse 3-0, really just with the snap of a finger, all of a sudden just completely switching his mindset. But give the props to Nick where it's due. He definitely had a good run, and we'll be seeing him later on.
Yes, we will. He is not out of it. And similar story here, where you've got a guy that's been at the top of the IPS the whole way through, and then you've got a newcomer, someone that's really impressed me of late. Very young, very active here online. Doesn't have the resources to travel as much, and when he does, doesn't look the best. He's overcoming a lot of nerves, but I have a lot of love for this kid, and that's TitaniumTigerzz. He always surprises me. He has 50 million characters. He's one of those young kids that just has too much time on their hands, and I love watching him play, and I'm really curious what he's going to do here against HoneyBee, and he was able to shut down one of the best players, hottest players in the entire scene right now, which was Deoxys, and able to fully control his Blue Beetle with Brainiac to get here. And it was just a beautiful match to watch. And I'm curious who's going to pick here against HoneyBee, because like I said, he's got 1 billion characters. I'm going to guess. Are you ready for an old man read? Atrocitus.
Right, let's see if you still got it, first of all. Let's see.
Tigers is going Atrocitus in this matchup.
I'm going to play devil's advocate, and he's going to stick with Brainiac first.
Who?
Brainiac.
Brainiac?
He's going to stick with Brainiac first. But also, going back to Tiger's path, we can't overlook the 3-0 over Coach Steve.
Yes.
Coach Steve is no slouch. We all know that. But you look on the other side of the spectrum, take a look at B's path. I mean, a 3-0 over Semiij is like... that's just one of those things that doesn't happen that often. 3-2 over Slayer, which... was a little bit more of the drama from Sunday, which by the way, was perfect. It was perfect.
There's, like it's like I mentioned before the week even started. All right, we know drama here, okay? And it was absolutely lit. Always check Twitter after these things. And dang it, D with the read.
I still got it.
And he's going with Brainiac. So
see, and that's what you got to do. You got to stick with your best foot forward first. That's what he's been most known for. That's the character we really see the most out of him.
I made the read on Atrocitus because his vomit is so effective at stopping approaches of Flash, and it's something I've seen him go for before. That being said, his Brainiac looked absolutely ridiculous against Deoxys, and let's see what happens. And this character himself is known for a lot of control.
And that's not to say we might not see Atrocitus if this set doesn't go TitaniumTigerzz way in the beginning.
I like those shoulder pads he's got there on that Brainiac, too. Looking really good. Oh, my goodness. Starting off with the instant jump 1. And committing. That is
immediately.
Yeah, that is not a hit confirm at all, I believe. When you only see the meter burn of the dive kick hit, you have to already input that back 3.
Gotta commit it and let it rip for the biscuit. I'm telling you, 4-3 into the corner. Huge damage conversion with the trade.
I respect what he went for there, just to keep HoneyBee guessing early on. And so far, it's been a story. Oh my goodness, I can't believe that had the 4 hitbox on it to hit.
What in the conversion was that?
That was so gross. Oh no! Yet at the same time, so beautiful. And look at the use of the normals, beautifully spaced by Tigers. Everything working out, punishing this man. Everything working out.
Here goes for the wake up. Wants nothing to do with that mix. Now remember what we said about HoneyBee, and remember what we said about Flash. The life lead is not safe. Into the corner we go. HoneyBee baiting out the wake up. Flip him out. And that's going to be able to close out the round. HoneyBee really only 1 mix away from, at the very least, forcing a clash.
And always 2 combos out. It's Flash. Lucky he got that down 1 out, otherwise he would deal with the bear trap. It looks like he just caught Tigers going for a straight hit out there in the neutral.
And this has literally been a fight for the corner. Nice stuff on the wake up there. TitaniumTigerzz has the clash. Now this is a huge moral victory for HoneyBee, because he still has trait after Tigers uses Flash. That's massive.
And now really 1 hit away, because if he gets a hit, he can do Half-Life, even more Half-Life, into a mix if he wants to. He does have those restand combos. And of course, while putting the Flash out straight, oh my goodness though! Again, just going for that back 3, even meter burning it, keeping it all unclashable, and now it's just Tip Terry at this point. Wow! So
that
all of that
smart.
work from HoneyBee for not.
for virtually nothing. Unfortunately, but you know what? HoneyBee is one of those players, it takes a lot of time for him to adapt. You give him a little bit into the set to be able to kind of feel out his opponent. Tigers looks absolutely flawless right now. He takes the risk where he needs to, saves the meter when he doesn't need to, because he knows that HoneyBee is not going to take the risk for that punish and force to eat another 450 points of damage. HoneyBee is going to end up sticking with the Flash. Obviously, that's just his character. And we'll just have to wait and see what happens. You know, he really started doing some work when he had Tigers in the corner, but Tigers is playing really well under that corner pressure. So I'm not too sure the corner pressure is going to be enough to save HoneyBee here.
Yeah, and it's going to take what's happening right now, which is HoneyBee getting things going early. Because once Tiger's able to build the space, Flash is not going to be able to deal with all of these extended, gigantic normals that Brainiac possesses. Look at that, the extended down one. Even if he comes out the running man stance at that distance, he's going to go into the active frames of that down one. Excellent block there by Tigers, but could have punished even in the middle of the trade. Could have snuck a down one out there or push blocked it. Man, HoneyBee looking for the read of lifetime with that Meter Bertatsu, but Tigers all over this man so far, and it's been in this neutral zone where he just, you know, it's a controlled chaos that is Brainiac.
And Tigers just really seems to be one step ahead of him. Here we go, HoneyBee walking towards the corner, gets clipped again by the Meter Bird dive kick, has to clash immediately.
HoneyBee,
An inept correlation.
at this point, might just be getting caught trying to interrupt the gap in between dive kick and Meter Bird dive kick, because he can blow it up with a full combo with that down one too. Timing very tricky, and online definitely gets harder. Oh, shimmy!
Oh. The shimmies are working really well for TitaniumTigerzz right now. Doesn't even have meter to make that safe, but still no punish by HoneyBee.
Going up there was HoneyBee, no commitment though.
I like the bait on the interactable by HoneyBee. He decided to take a step back, but he also lost that corner position. Here we are back in the midstream where Tigers has done so well.
That wake up hard to deal with. And canceling all of his strings differently, it seems, on block into trait. He's mixed up very well. HoneyBee doesn't know when to reversal. He's done a really good job of that. Oh, this is going to be damage. Oh, my goodness. I think he just got shimmied into a throw again. But instead of a 4-3, it was just an instant dive kick.
HoneyBee just, it looks like he just can't get any momentum going. Tigers just seems to be dominating from every spot on the map. I don't know how this matchup goes. It might be tough for Flash. I mean, you show this footage to someone who doesn't know the game, this looks like Brainiac does very well against the Flash.
And it comes down to the range and control that Brainiac possesses. You know,
exactly.
Flash has he's a T-Rex. You know, very short limbs, and to find his way in, he requires running man stances. And Brainiac's putting so much on the screen, he's not able to get anything going so far. And that range is where he can't even check him. And there are times where he can't check him, but it's taking risks with the reversal special moves that Flash possesses. So it's just really good control by Tigers.
And you see, HoneyBee is still knows how to approach this matchup. You see him trying to space it out, especially into the corner, but he's getting caught by all of these meter burn dive kicks, and it is absolutely killing him right now. Dude, right now, HoneyBee got opened up 4 times, already looking at losing his first life bar. TitaniumTigerzz finally starts getting it. And Tigers is content staying at this little sweet spot, right at the range of Brainiac's normals. Doesn't want Flash getting near him. And Flash just can't get in.
And the 50-50 is thrown by Tigers right now. Down one, into dive kick, down one, into down one again. The mix-up is real good blocks. A lot of people have a hard time dealing with that meaty jump too while the trade's activated, because they don't know if it's going to cross up or not, because sometimes it does. Oh!
Look at the patience by Tigers just taking those blocks. His defense is very on point right now.
And I love the little shimmies he's doing where he walks forward for just a microsecond. And then it's their dive kick.
Gets clipped by it again. Drops the combo. Still has some meter to work with here. I mean, this is looking over for HoneyBee right now. He needs a massive comeback right now. Might be able to make something happen here. Definitely going to be able to take the first life bar at the least. His work. I mean, this is an uphill battle, man.
Whoa! Beautiful use of jump one. That is some quick active frames right there if you guys ever want to find any.
Now one stagger into the grab. HoneyBee starting to feel the momentum here, forcing Tigers to clash.
Not enough.
If anything, regardless of the health he gains or loses here, that resets the neutral, which is definitely in TitaniumTigerzz' Tiger's favorite for this right now.
Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me right now? No! He missed the inconfirmed into the background bounce. He had every read right there. He even got a whip punish while trait was activated. And now Tigers simply has to go for chip damage at this point, and the down one in the dive kick going to take it. Tigers 3-0. HoneyBee had his chance. And then it just vanished into oblivion without that background bounce.
That drop was so crucial. I am almost salty for him. That one drop could have given him the game and possibly given him the momentum to be able to start something there. But Tigers composed himself, capitalized on that huge drop by HoneyBee, and was able to take that clean 3-0 for Tigers over HoneyBee. And that just shows how solid of a player Tigers really is right now. So now we're going to be looking at...
I think this is his first time making it this far, I believe, to Winners Final. So congratulations to Tigers. Admins, you can check me on that. I might be wrong. Stokes, let me know. But Tigers, a guy who was, after Combo Breaker, he wasn't feeling so hot with his play and his confidence. And I saw him on Twitter as well. I just want to say, keep it up, because I'm a huge fan. I love watching him play. The knowledge is there. The execution, the game plan is there. It's all about execution. And when it comes to these offline events, you'll be over nerves in no time, buddy. It only took me a couple of years, but you know what? I sucked. Okay, you're good. So I think that it kind of gives you an advantage to overcoming tournament nerves.
He's going to be able to get there, and you can tell sets like that are what makes people fans. I am officially a fan of TitaniumTigerzz now. This dude has a lot of potential, and you can see it. Not even just in the way he controls the neutral, but you can see it in his composure when he has his back against the wall, literally when HoneyBee was doing that corner pressure with him. So hats off to both players. HoneyBee's not out of it yet. We're going to be seeing him going up against Biohazard later tonight, which is interesting, but we'll have to wait to see how that plays out. So up next, I do believe...
it is going to be Nyx versus Semiij.
Right. Which should be interesting in itself. I wonder if Nyx is going to go Manta against Semiij's Catwoman.
That's always been... yeah, it's always been, lore in the NRS scene that Black Manta does well against Catwoman. And here we go. Case in point. He's going to be going Black Manta.
So he is going to go Black Manta. I mean, he has made a vast improvement with his Black Manta gameplay overall. He just needs to work on keeping his composure. We saw him fall apart against Rye, and we don't want to see that happen twice in one night. Semiij getting the first hit already to the corner.
Yeah, this is Semiij coming off a 3-0 slaughter of Tweedy in the first round of losers, and already has everything he wants right there. Oh my goodness, that is such a tricky overhead the block. If Nyx actually has the punish, that's pure knowledge right there. But he has been opened up twice so far by Semiij, and that usually means an entire health bar by this woman who puts out some massive damage, especially in the corner. Wow! Did you see him build the space and just tempt him into pressing a button? And having the universal answer to Black Manta at that range was down one. So smart.
I mean, that's the kind of caliber that Semiij is in right now. He'll take that step back. He'll whiff punish any move you throw out if you're not ready for it. But Nyx still keeping his distance. Going for a little bit of damage with the jump threes. Wow, throws it out there. Harpoon connects, not too much damage on it, but still has a chance to keep that mid-screen game going.
Woo! God, that was just the tip of that whip. That's
the very end.
That's the part that hurts right there, if you guys don't know.
God. Save me. Semiij forcing the clash.
Never back me into a
Nyx really needs to be able to start making some damage, because Semiij is going for little bits of damage. Oh, nice punish in the whip. This could be what he needs to close out the round. Doesn't spend the bar. Oh, baits out the... very nice by Nyx. Nyx, even though he used the clash, starting to look pretty good here.
Walking back, just how much resources Semiij has to play with now.
That's very gutsy to be throwing out those back ones like that. Semiij has shown that he's very capable of web punishing that. Nice conversion there. No clash available by Nyx.
Big damage in the corner we go. keeping it.
Plus frames, nice push block.
Oh. Young man reactions. Interactable, meter burn through it. That is something you don't see nowadays, but has been a universal answer to interactable since day one that Injustice was ever made. And Semiij starting off with a W here, 1-0 over Nyx. Who, if
Semiij looking as strong as ever.
If he gets, I think if he gets knocked down enough here, Nyx, in this matchup, he's been known with his back to the wall and down in sets to break out that dark side in a final game, and it usually looks really good. I'm a firm believer in his dark side. We don't get to see it too often, simply because he's trying to play the matchup numbers with this black man. It's looking really good. But if he goes down 0-2 here, we might see him just YOLO this out.
I mean, it's very possible. Remember what I said. That. Oh my God!
Oh! Oh no!
Do we call that passive-aggressive behavior?
Oh.
He took a step back and just went for the cat dash.
All Nyx wanted to do was throw it down one. That's all he wanted.
This man is a robot. Confirmed a robot. Nyx had the corner positioning, but this stage is going to work out really well for whoever's in the corner. That interactable definitely going to be coming into play here in game number 3.
Chasing that back dash with the best string to do it with, if we're being honest here. And finally a rocket getting this man out of the sky, trying to establish his no-fly zone and keep Catwoman grounded and utilize the big normals Black Manta has. And here we go. A beautiful down two. Now you simply track it down again with the forward 2-1-3. Semiij getting risky,
wow,
but
nice
nothing
bait.
for Nyx. There we go.
What? I have never seen Semiij take this many risks.
Oh, he is risking it for the biscuit right now. He's trying to I don't know, he's trying to get the 2-for-3 special at Hardee's or something right now. Cause damn.
I mean, the man went for a meter burn cat dash, back dash, and then another cat dash. Like what? I don't know what's going through this man's head, but hey, he's still sitting up a game. Nyx is playing much better here in game number 2. Maybe he just needed a game to kind of adjust, playing against a different character. Because you got to think. I mean, you got to think the difference in gameplay between Catwoman and Hellboy, just as characters are well more reliant on whiff punishing as Hellboy with the mobility. But Semiij, these whiff punishes are massively helpful.
Oh my goodness! I couldn't. Did Nyx just hit confirm a whiff?
I'm pretty sure he did. He decided not to finish out that string knowing that would cost him a lot of life.
Whiff confirm? Did we just invent something here on War of the Gods? Did he just whiff confirm that string?
Oh, 100% of whiff confirmed. That's actually, we're coining that now. There you go. Gets a hard knockdown in the corner. What's the Nyx? Throws out the missile.
And Semiij just got caught backdashing an awful lot. And I think Nyx might be picking up on some tendencies here. And now that the conditioning is there, simply going to meaty him normally. Beautiful.
Did that just combo?
May have.
That trait just combo.
Never back me into a corner.
Okay, so forces Nyx to flash. Then it's the bar getting 50% back.
Oh!
That's the whiff punishing that we're talking about. Semiij has those so on point, and that is literally bringing him back into the second game.
Finally getting the punish on the cat dash too, but Semiij, I think there was a calculated risk simply because he had the air escape to back it up. All of a sudden though, Nyx just one hit away from taking this. Anything confirmed into the meter burn teleport or EX rocket. Physical death now, any combo in general.
He's starting to chip him out there. Semiij doesn't have any meter to work with. But there's the whiff confirmed. Decides to stop the string short, take a step back, and just go for the down one beam. Closing it out. Now the set is tied 1-1.
Chat confirming that Catwoman's back 2 is broken. I'm going to go ahead and agree.
Black Manta.
Is it just the back 2 that's broken? Or are we actually just going to...
Whoa!
Come on!
Wait a minute, D! Look!
Fighters approaching Arkham Asylum.
Yep. Good old Poison Ivy making an appearance here. A character that we've known Semiij has had for a very long time, but broken out so seldomly.
Now, you might as well just record this.
Okay.
I think Ivy beats Manta.
Chat, I don't even know what this matchup is.
This is at least 6-4 in Ivy's favor, at the very least.
Well, this is looking like a 7-3 in favor of Emperor Mix right now.
I mean, Nyx is playing it really well, but here comes Yoshi bringing out the big guns.
And maybe
for the down one, no punish.
Maybe that's what's going to take for Semiij. You know, he's had a rough start. Might have to build the space, but getting aggressive there. And Nyx with the blocks. And a good check out to the 4-3. That was a little savage, though, by him. But yeah, things still looking really good for Nyx here.
This is 100% a matchup that Ivy does very well with, and that is why Semiij led with this pick in the first place. But Nyx is playing this perfectly right now. Goes for the hard knockdown, brings out
Jeez,
Reptar.
I didn't even see her recover before the normal had started. That was gross. She almost used the trait to cover the normal that was put out there. And now, like I said, maybe all Semiij needs is to build the space right now and just simply zone this man out. That Ivy's really good at doing.
That's really all there is to it. You just got to keep Manta away from you, and Ivy has all the tools to make that happen. Sending out the trait, going to be able to build some bar, maybe a little bit of chip damage.
Oh my goodness, the risk by Nyx right there.
And that bark skin is going to help him. The beat breaks the armor. Starting to chip him out now. Now that is +1. Catches Nyx pressing a button, forcing the clash.
Don't mess with Mother Nature.
You're right, you're calling out all the things that Ivy has that can deal with mana. Unfortunately, things are just going in Nyx's favor. You know, breaking the armor while the bark is out, just get a savage raw shark attack.
And he can avoid all this chip damage right now, but this is the part that's tough for Manta right here. The pressure game with Ivy is what gives him trouble because Ivy has a very easy time with punishing. Nice clip on the forward 3. Some more plus frames. Just all that bar.
Oh, this pressure is relentless by Semiij.
Wow, and even the call out, Semiij forced the clash, and now Nyx is away from the corner, which is where he wants to be. No bar to work with for either player. That is going to combo, not going to kill yet. And maybe it will. He did get the bar. That is going to do it.
What a comeback, because that start was not looking great by Semiij, but getting a little bit warmed up there, staying composed.
And you saw there, Ivy has the chance to shut down Manta from stopping him from doing all of that chip damage between the vine drills, between the trait, between the bark skin. She has all the tools that she needs to be able to stop what Manta does best. And that's why we're seeing it switch to the dark side now.
Yep.
Ivy has a lot of tools to work with, but not necessarily the tools for some decent air-to-airs or anti-airs. At least going up against dark side.
Woo! Yep, and now, Emperor Nyx, Emperor Whiffs, whatever you want to call him, he has turned into Emperor Mix right now. Because once Darkseid gets it going, he's just, I don't know.
I mean, Yoshi! Yoshi saved it, I like it. Nice flip out there to avoid any extra damage. Now here's the thing with this matchup, is that oh my god. Anyway,
that wasn't matchup. That wasn't matchup dependent at all. That was just savage by Semiij. Even the down 2 working out, Vicky officially on blast in the chat.
Hey, the down 2 has been buffed since I've last been on the mic, okay? For all you know, I praise her down 2. No one can say anything about it.
Gah! And here's the mix.
Oh, that's huge. I'm not too sure that's going to kill just yet, but a little bit of chip damage should do the trick.
Maybe should have come off the bar for the EX Omega 3. There it is.
Still not enough? And that'll do the trick. Here we go. And that cooldown the trait already over halfway.
Ooh, interesting that the instant air Omega Beam actually gets him high enough to go over the drill from Ivy there. Oh, that was kind of dirty. Covering the advancement, but the big old downtown 4-3 by Ivy, clipping him on the jump back attempt even. That's a feels bad moment when that happens to you.
Next, opting not to push block, needs to get out of the corner, can still make a lot of things happen. Darkseid does a lot of damage on Clash.
Oh! And out of nowhere, like an RKO, Semiij taking this game 3-1 with Poison Ivy. Now, what was so smart about that back three to close things out is that he stayed out of the range of the first hit of the knee. Take notes, guys. He stayed out of the range of the first hit of the knee so that a meaty beatable back three would not be broken. That was beautiful.
You know, I have no words. I have no words. Listen, Ivy's a decent character. If
she's pretty good.
You know what's going on. So anyway, moving on into the next match, we're going to be having, I believe it's Biohazard versus HoneyBee, correct?
Correct.
I want to get it confirmed. So we're going to have them two going out. The brothers, one of them is going to be eliminating the other. Obviously, these two have played 1,000,001 times in the past. But what makes that interesting is that you never know when they have a trick up their sleeve against the other. You know, being that they do play other people as well, and they do have time to themselves to learn other characters, we might be seeing some surprises from Biohazard or from HoneyBee in terms of characters, in terms of setups. We have no idea. So it's never the same result when it comes to these two playing together. That goes for anyone that's going up against their fellow grinding partner.
Yes, sibling or training partner. You know, someone that you play with, you put the hours in with, and we could see some weird characters here simply on that basis. You know, I know when I used to grind matchups with training partners, you know, day in and day out, if I met them in bracket, I'm trying to show them something that they don't know like the back of their hand. You know, it was actually kind of scary. But I do want to give a couple updates. Rye moved into second place in points so far with his advancement tonight. And Tiger's highest placement was 4th in War of the Gods. So he has already beaten that, so congratulations. He is guaranteed top 3 with that winners finals.
I mean, that guy has improved steadily over the course of the past couple of seasons. Just overall, because he's been around since the beginning. I mean, TitaniumTigerzz, even throughout Combat Cup, I remember seeing that name pop up as well.
Remember I said we could see some interesting picks? Black Mana.
I think we just saw.
Black Mana.
And I had the pleasure of playing his Black Mana just the other day, actually. It's looking very crispy. And Manta isn't the only trick that he has up his sleeve. I'm not going to spoil it yet, but we might be able to see that character later on.
On Sunday, we saw his cheetah.
Oh, nice blocks.
Whoa! I actually love Black Mana Stand 1. It is such a good anti-air, and it has a surprisingly disgusting forward hitbox on it.
The design alone of Black Mana has to be top 3 coolest characters in the game.
Oh, for sure.
Don't at me, 100%. A nice cancel into the trade, just deciding to hover away for a little bit. HoneyBee does have to respect that at times, because he does have guaranteed catcher after. Something slip there. Biohazard going for the little bits of chip and little bits of damage. No big combos necessary here.
You know, that's kind of the Manta mantra is, you know, chip away at your opponent, and it could mean literally with the mana raise.
And that really is the meta with Manta. Oh, gets clipped by the forward 2. Nice block on the cross it, but doesn't block the low. No confirm by HoneyBee.
Yeah, T2 committed off the mix while the trade was still activated. Definitely got something there. Comes off the bar there, and nice meaty. That may have covered all the wake-up flash as well with how far away Biohazard was to where the invincible frame would have come off of any wake-up.
And right there, that is a huge read on Biohazard's part. Decided not to need to burn the DP to force the flip out by HoneyBee, and even caught the punish. The HoneyBee stayed composed, taking out Biohazard's first life bar. This is back and forth right now, virtually equal on meter. Activates trait. It's his turn to mix. Still no. We're seeing a lot of, I don't know whether it's drops or maybe he's not committing to these mix-ups, but HoneyBee has not been cashing out the damage he's been able to get.
Gonna look for a mix here. Nice blocks by Bio. He's seen these before a couple times. Woo!
And this corner game by Manta is absolutely.
Oh my goodness! Here we go. Let it rock, B.
Let me see the emote.
Blast this man! Oh god!
Feels good.
Those went from mana rays to god rays with how bright that holy light was coming out of this man's helmet. Woo!
You want to talk about a whiff confirm?
Good lord.
Whiffing the 1-2-3 into the super. That's 200 IQ right there.
That's one of. I think my favorite string of Black Mana is actually 1-2-3. It's so universal. You can stagger with it. You can catch so many anti-airs with it. 1-2 actually might be the best part of it. And not a lot of people know that there's a fourth hit in there that's a low. That everyone will get hit by once. That everyone will get hit by once.
Very nice punish. Many of you saw that. Biohazard didn't have the meter to make it safe. Goes immediately for the punish. Gets the first hit. And look at all of this damage right now. The mix.
And man, I want to give a shout out to Beast Coast right now, who have got to be in some serious feels watching both of their guys go at it right now.
But you know what? It's all a matter of perspective. You can say that. We can say there's also a winner regardless of what happens.
That's right.
Beast Coast is staying alive no matter what.
Noble's used to it in
Positive.
here. Noble's used to it. Beast Coast is one of the few that we've got to see it again from.
Come on, man. It's 2018. We're focusing on the positives now.
The positives right now is that Biohazard's Black Mana is looking crisp. And a character with universal tools to deal with Flash. Big normals, really good space control, and something active to deal with the forward momentum. Similar to Atrocitus' Vomit, like I mentioned earlier, with the Mana Raise. Anything he does out of running man stance, he'll go right into it.
Look at all this damage that Biohazard is putting out. He's still sitting on his first life bar, and it's gone.
So smart for HoneyBee to end that in the Tornado too, just to build the bar perfectly and on the kill. It's the little things, guys. Again, take notes. You guys should have your notepad out watching War of the Gods every week.
Now, I like that HoneyBee's not opting to use the trait just yet. He wants to get as much mileage out of this life bar and force Bio to clash before using that trait, and that's exactly what he did. So now, HoneyBee is sitting really good right now. Has a trait to work with. Biohazard, if he gets hit in traits, that is going to be bad news. Oh, no whip punish!
Oh no, and there's no air escape. There's no wager! Was that a drop?
What is going on with these drops by HoneyBee? We saw it against TitaniumTigerzz where it cost him that game 3, and we're seeing it now. This could actually cost him the game again. Makes the hit, forces the clash. Beautiful presence of mind by HoneyBee, and is putting himself back in this game.
Now he's only a hit away. I like what Biohazard was doing. He was trying to avoid anything on block and multi on hit, which is a scary situation. Oh no, he's gonna catch a backdash! As long as there's no drop here from HoneyBee, he's gonna get on the board. We're at 1-1. That was, you know, I think Bio still should have committed all the stray hits just to get HoneyBee off the bar, if anything, right?
Bio actually could have taken that second game if he hit confirmed the Manta's forward 2-1 into Manta's DP. Had the bar to spend it, could have been able to kill. I don't think he was ready for it to be able to hit, and HoneyBee was able to come back strong and take that game. Now, so now they're sitting at 1 apiece right now.
Look at that helmet.
Fighters approaching contact.
Manta has some of the cool, I'm telling you, Manta overall design.
I am frozen, by the way. I am frozen like a Disney movie. Producer, save me! I'm it.
That's the perfect pose right there. You didn't see that? That was perfect.
Oh, it is. Pretty good.
That was the what the hell was that damage pose. Speaking of damage, holy.
There we go. I'm rescued.
Bio returning with some damage of his own. Baiting out the interactable.
Oh, the dirt, but got a trade in there? Did a trade happen in there? How did Panda get knocked down? What the hell?
HoneyBee, another drop punish there.
That was such a brutal check. That was a brother. I know what you're gonna do.
Go nice from here. Goes to the hard knockdown. What's the mix? Nice block on the forward 3 by Biohazard. Wants to be able to take this first life bar. And I've been seeing that a lot from HoneyBee. These empty jumps into that move has done wonders for him.
Very good. I think using that universal punish with down 2.
Oh, Biohazard answered back with a round of his own.
How savage is Black Manta, by the way? Just everything he says, does.
It's perfect. He's one of my favorite characters in this game for real.
Listen, if you guys don't know the story of Black Mana, this is a revengeful bastard. And he has every right to be angry.
Very nice. Switches aside there.
Very brutal in nature, this man. Wow! The check with the stand, too! Into the meter per cancel! And this is big damage on chip, too! Oh, my goodness!
Wait a minute. Don't count him out just yet.
I mean, anything right now into super, and this is death.
No.
Oh! What a counter read! That actually wouldn't have worked on block. Biohazard actually may have died if he didn't get that shark attack on hit. Are you kidding me right now?
I wonder if Biohazard read that backdash.
If you're in the chat or later on, if you watch this VOD, let us know if that was a read.
Yeah. We're going to need to ask him that.
Yeah, we're going to need that answer.
That's the kind of thing that we're talking about when you have two people that play each other day in and day out go up against each other. They know each other's tendencies. That might have actually been a read.
And Big D not only on your screen, but on the screen twice.
Oh. I mean, what can I say? This is easily the best skin in the game. Like, there's no contest there. What skin actually comes close to that? None. Look, it looks just like me.
The world's changed since your day.
It needs heroes now more than ever.
That's literally spitting image.
That's literally Big D.
Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. I didn't believe it at first until Pig actually showed me a side-by-side picture comparison. I was like, I can't really argue that.
Yep. Oh, okay.
Nice confirm off of the down 1-2. Get some big damage here.
Not afraid of that shark attack either. Excellent blocks again by Biohazard. He gets work cut out for him. He wants to make it out, but just swings with a 4-2. That's not the safest spot to throw a 4-2 because of the startup frames on it.
Flips him with the forward 2. And they should be able to kill. Biohazard not going to bother flipping out because that is asking to be killed.
Oh my god.
When dealing with flashes.
Y'all didn't see it in the chat. HoneyBee typed in the chat and said, I'm playing ugly, so I'm going to look ugly and pick this skin. Oh my goodness.
All right, well, you know what? I'm going to break the golden rule of casting. I'm going to root for Biohazard. HoneyBee, that hurt.
Oh.
My ego is shot.
Why don't you just give up?
America needs
I'm upset.
Your ego shot like Biohazard's defense right now, getting absolutely shredded by the offensive pressure of HoneyBee. Gets the jump 1-2.
I am speechless. I'm gonna have to brush that off. Just give me a second, all right?
I got you. Beautiful down 2. But HoneyBee just staying
okay
underneath the float cancel into the stand 3, into the jump 3 at that point, which generates Manda with some huge plus frames. Could have closed out there. Biohazard got the drop, able to meaty. And if you're at the tip of the mana ray, meaty, it beats out so many wake ups in this game. But
I guess that was an okay read for HoneyBee.
But HoneyBee gonna tie us up. Another game 5 between the brothers. HoneyBee, it's not about what you look on the outside, all right? It's about the inside. It's the inside that counts.
Yeah,
and
I'm not impressed by his flash play.
And inside right now, he's got to be feeling himself, taking that game. But the story of the set so far has been just adjust, counter, adjust, adjust, counter, adjust. And now, you know, if history's going to repeat itself, Biohazard is going to look really good here. Now.
What do you know if the skin actually worked in his favor? Strange. Nice down 2 by HoneyBee. Gonna go ahead and get the full combo, pushing more towards the corner here. Wake up, grabs.
That's a read you make when you are simply comfortable playing someone else.
There you go. Going for the full string and trade, I'd respect it.
We're in the corner,
Just
guys.
going from corner to corner. Biohazard getting away with all these wake ups right now. Oh, nice hit confirmed by Biohazard here. Gonna get some big damage here.
Ooh, really good blocks by HoneyBee. That's a string that's very seldomly thrown out by Black Mana and can't catch you off guard if you're not looking for it. That little sneaky low off the stand too.
There is a gap in the last hit of that string.
Ooh, what a bait on the down two. Oh, wait, watch out for the trap. Very good patience.
Oh, and that is 100% going to steal up the round.
A lot of scaling in there. Shark attack, why not? Yeah, you had nothing to lose there. if you're Biohazard with that shark attack. If it hits, you take the bar. If it doesn't work, you only lost 1%. And still in the matchup right now. Dead even on the second bar belt in a Game 5 situation. One of these guys is going to advance the other going home. Or
back to their couch. Yep. I don't know what we're going to call it, but right now, this is literally as close as it could possibly be right now. Nice punish on the down two. Nothing else to confirm off it, but this pressure is unrelenting right now.
I'll give my life to stop you.
A fool like you can't stop me.
You know,
and Biohazard was walking back and looking to trip guard with that back 1-1 this entire set. First time ever, finally got it here when it might matter most. And forcing the early clash and stay out of my airspace with this anti-air Space Force missile defense system that man has got locked and loaded.
HoneyBee can... Oh no! I don't think this is gonna kill.
This is one of the most damaging supers in the entire game. We'll see.
That is very true, but the beginning of the string did miss. This is not going to kill.
Oh my goodness, it's so close enough, and the shark attack meat, he's so fast, and Biohazard is gonna defeat his blood brother and advance here on the loser side of War of the Gods. It's Kane and Undertaker all over again.
You know what, at least HoneyBee went out looking good. That's all I'm gonna say.
And just like a Kane and Undertaker match, it ends in flames.
Well played. I'm gonna put the jokes aside. That was probably my favorite match of the entire night. Those two guys are always there to put on a good show. Bio dusting off the mantle looks really good. I have a feeling it's going to be even stronger come next week and come CEO, which is only next weekend.
Yes.
Cool. HoneyBee playing well as usual. So, which I'm super excited for because it's going to be my first major in a very long time. But I digress. Taking a look at the bracket now. Later on, we'll be having Semiij going up against Biohazard in losers, which is really not one of those matchups you would expect to see in the loser side.
In loser semis.
Exactly.
And winners finals.
Not even to make it to grand finals.
Winners finals, TitaniumTigerzz, the surprise of the night. My boy. Let's go, Tigers. Going up against SylverRye, a man who's been in this position before. Let's see how composed he is in dealing with a character that TitaniumTigerzz has stuck with so far since top 16. Which is Brainiac. A character that can match Hellboy in mobility. And not only that, but have what's probably, priority in the sky. The floats and the jump normals. That's something that Hellboy might, have a hard time with, which is getting in on Brainiac. And if I see one read with the anti-air tentacles, I'm going to lose my shit. All right.
I mean, if I was a betting man, which I am, you're going to see that at least once. Because not only is that going to be very good against Hellboy on the right read, it's going to do a lot of damage.
It hurts.
And that's another reason why I think Brainiac is going to be the smart choice. Because Brainiac is one of the few characters that actually rivals Hellboy in terms of how much damage that character actually dishes out. So even though maybe it'll be times it'll be hard to open Hellboy up, when he opens Hellboy up, it's going to hurt bad. But we'll have to wait and see.
Yep.
That's one of those matchups that we really don't have a lot of opportunities to see. But Tigers does have other characters at his disposal, and so does SylverRye. Especially now that SylverRye is on the verge of making it to grand finals, where he's going to further solidify getting those points and being able to make it into the finals here of Season 3. We might see that Batman. It might be time to actually see that Batman. We'll have to wait to see.
Yep.
I saw in the chat that he does say that Hellboy beats Brainiac, so we'll just have to wait to see how this set plays out.
And this might be another matchup where, like I said, we might also see Atrocitus down the road if he doesn't go Brainiac right out of the gate. Because, the Vomits are really good at controlling this character as well.
That is very possible. We'll have to wait to see who he picks. He seems like he's kind of taking some time. He's dangerously close to Atrocitus right now.
He also does have a Superman, which is Tweedy's pick, and it has been successful against SylverRye.
Nah, he's trolling. What is he going to do? I have no idea. I know he has a Black Adam. I know he has an Atrocitus. I know he has a Brainiac.
On the Clash, he has done random select before, and his Grodd wasn't terrible. It was just slightly terrible.
This is not the Clash. This is winners finals to make it in the grand finals. And remember we talked about earlier about how crucial this week is for a majority of the players here in the top 8. This is why I think he's taking his time. This is what's going to start that counter pick. And we're going straight to Brainiac first off. If he can win this, he's going to put him in a really good standing for the remainder of the set. If Rye decides to switch characters afterwards. But we'll just have to wait to see how it goes. Here we go. We're going to be starting winners finals of week number 3. Week 2, excuse me. I'm getting ahead of myself now.
You are Earth's greatest detective. Paranormal investigator. Get it right. Noted for classification.
Begin.
God, I love those quotes, man. NRS did such a good job with those. Clips with the jump 2, getting that first bar meter. Nice up gun by SylverRye.
Oh, there it is, but the trade saving him. Unfortunately.
Trade actually made that a punish on hit.
That's right, that thing sits there, dangling in the wind for hours.
He kind of just looks at the ground and realizes the mistake that he made. But speaking of mistakes, SylverRye making a huge mistake. Look at all that damage.
He hits Hellboy like a truck.
Oh, doesn't block the overhead. Rye getting a clean jump too, and the damage.
Woo! And that's going to be a really big factor in this. That gunshot by Hellboy, very effective against a lot of characters that are going to try to stay airborne a lot because the hitbox on it is so high.
It's going to force Brainiac to actually play more of a ground game, which is definitely not what he excels. So maybe that's why SylverRye felt so comfortable with this match. Nice grab by TitaniumTigerzz, still keeps him in the corner. And just goes straight up for the chip out. Tigerzz solidifying that life bar.
See if Tigerzz can have the control that he had against HoneyBee and actually keep SylverRye in the corner. Playing a little mind game there. That's kind of cute. But the position has been reset here in the corner. And SylverRye just looking for his opportunity. Gets opened up by a little bit of float shenanigans of Brainiac's own. A little bit of taste of his own medicine right there. Now.
Just goes for the walk-up grab, knowing he had to trade to save him. TitaniumTigerzz still in this for now. One more hit.
Oh my goodness!
No way. There is no way that was confirmed, right?
Calling the ship!
Ah! It kill.
Oh my goodness, it killed!
It actually killed!
Brainiac wins.
That was
No
death!
way. I actually cannot believe that killed. I was not expecting to see that happen. How much damage did that do?
That ship dropped a nuke on all of us. God bless America.
I feel like I hit that. I felt that in my computer chair.
Fighters approaching.
The ground shook beneath me with the amount of damage that just did. But Rye, gonna stick with Hellboy. Realized that was just a little bit too much of a mistake as far as reading goes. The blocking just wasn't all there. But also on Tiger's part, Rye got a lot of clean jump-ins. And I think that's why he's gonna stick with Hellboy here.
Yep, and starting off with one right there. Tiger's maybe not getting normal. What in the what? Wait a minute! Wait just a damn minute! Hold up! No! Nope!
Casual Hollywood appearance from Black Nana. Wow, and the trait stuffing Rye's wake up there was for the hard knockdown. Tigerzz pushing him towards the corner. Tries to go for the shimmy.
Did this man try to get a back forward 3 and just get back 3 on wake up? What a god. What an option select! Guys, that wasn't an error. That was an option select.
Remember, we're talking about these galaxy mind reads, right?
That's right.
We're gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. It's 2018. It's time, and totally the benefit of the doubt with that hitbox for sure.
This is next level stuff. This is War of the Gods.
Oh my! All right, SylverRye slamming Tigerzz to the ground, answering back.
Not letting the savagery, which was that raw back 3, affect him is Tier SylverRye. Composure at its finest.
Again, those gunshots controlling that airspace, very smart. Whew. Look at the damage there.
Looks like he snuck it down 2 out there, got a trade. On the pound even. Oh, these guys are kind of floating through each other even.
Wow, going for a down 2, knowing that Rye was going to go ahead and try to make it his turn. stopping all momentum dead with distraction.
Is it SylverRye's turn to super? No, comes off half of it, and now it's just Tip Territory at this point. Tigers is now going to get a commanding 2-0 lead over SylverRye, trying to make grand finals on the winner's side. Is this Tigers week? Has he had enough of the competition? It's his time. Brainiac's turn to rule.
Tigers is showing just how much he has improved. I mean, you take a look at his performances, not even just now, but overall in the top 8 throughout this week. This man has leveled up a ton, and he's on the verge of going to grand finals up against arguably one of the best players right now. SylverRye is up there with the rest of the best. And TitaniumTigerzz doing this well is proving that he can hang with them.
Now, will Tigers succumb to the same thing that Nyx did, which is let this lead go? SylverRye found himself in this position. Just 1 round to go.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. Rye is a seasoned competitor. He does not let nerves get to him, nor does he play on tilt. This man is as composed as they can possibly go.
Ooh. Tigers not afraid to swing, got the input air, went for the instant air dive kick, and that is my number 1, if not top 2, top 3 input airs in the game. That might be my number 1.
I'm just missing the clip on that in-air grab. Tigers getting a little bit of extra damage, dropping the rest of it. Arguably the most damaging part of that combo.
What a backdash. That's one of the ugliest backdashes in the game. It only goes, what, 20 inches? And he's able to avoid the normal of halfway there.
I think that's even that's being respectful. How?
Oh!
Goes for the bounce cancel. Huge amount of damage here, transitioning him into the next stage. Now this next arena is a little bit tricky. Both of these characters are power characters, and there's unblockable interactables at each corner. We're gonna have to see how that plays out going into this last round.
Beautiful down 2. That down 2 of Brainiac's.
Little accomplished.
Would you guys say is the highest hitbox of a down 2 in the game?
I would say up there. Ivy has a good one too. Not that I'm saying good. You know, it's up there. You know. Nice meter back 3. Nice block by Tigers. Had a chance to block it, even though that down 1 took the hit armor. Trading pokes. TitaniumTigerzz slowly starting to even out this life lead here. Rye goes for the wake up. Meter burn back 3.
Oh, and eventually
Still has almost 2 bars to work with. And that is meaty chip damage. Pretty much nothing Tigers could have done about that.
Yeah.
Rye on the board.
And at that point, I think he was just, I don't want to say scared, but wary of what SylverRye could do. If he would have woke up the shoulder charge and he would have gunshot, he would have died. If he would have woke up going to the sky, trying to octo arm his way across the ceiling, could have got shot, and just got caught there delaying his wake up, and SylverRye making that decision. Just meaty this man when Chip was death.
You know what they say, history repeats itself, and we're going to see if TitaniumTigerzz can shift the destiny into his favor. We've seen Rye down 0-2 against Nyx, and look what happened. Rye is now sitting in winners finals. So this might be the start of something, but Tigers has a chance to stop the momentum right here. He does not want this to go to a game. 0 chance.
First hit and first blood. Going to SylverRye has the important first bar and background bounce. This is some Semiij for Anandurama heading up real quick. Even gets the trade out. Now anything on hit, he can't take his turn, it seems. There we go. Someone dealing with the meter burn dive kick for the first time tonight.
Look at the damage and look at the shift in momentum now. Rye is almost in full control of this entire game number 3. Nice grab by Tigers. Gonna go for the hard knockdown. Spends the bar to keep it safe. Back into the neutral we go.
Awkward situation right there. I'm not even too sure what you do in that situation because you don't know if you're at advantage, if they're at advantage, or what. But I think in that situation, if you're TitaniumTigerzz, recognize that it hits and just absolutely swing. Because a tendency of a Hellboy player in that situation is to not block. So it's quick things like that.
That was a huge moral victory for Rye. Catching Tigers out of his flip outs from that Tigers eating all this damage and losing those 2 bars a meter. We're slowly seeing Tigers lose this momentum. Because if this match keeps going the way it's going, we're going to a game 5. Rye, gonna go for the full amount of damage. Drops the very big end of it. Still got a nice pump there.
Whew. And now Rye's definitely feeling himself with this mobility because he is picking his spots perfectly. And we're on the verge of back-to-back reverse 3-0s from SylverRye. Should we just give him the week if it happens?
I think at that point, if this man gets 2 reverse 3-0s in one sitting, I mean, I would. If it was up to me, I would just give it to him.
Man.
Brainiac. Hellboy.
Oh, man. So he's going to actually stick with Brainiac here.
I like it. That's what's got him here.
I'm going to have to agree with you on that. He's made such an impact already using mainly Brainiac that I don't see the reason for him to really switch. He still took 2 games off of Rye. This can still happen.
All he needs is a little bit of early momentum. Rye has stolen it from him these past 2 games and already getting the first hit. And even something like that could trigger the butterfly effect of the steamroll that's going to continue in progress here for SylverRye if TitaniumTigerzz doesn't get a grip here early on.
Hellboy is 100% one of those characters that snowballs if you don't stop him. It just gets worse and worse and harder to deal with as the match goes on if you get opened up.
Woo!
Oh, gets clipped by the medium part of the dive. Very nice. Gets a hard knockdown into the corner already. Trying to go for... Oh, did that cross up? TitaniumTigerzz looking really good here in Game 5.
Ooh, it's SylverRye looking for the quick mix, which is down one in its snare dive kick. Not falling for it. And, you know, sometimes guys like to say, you know, just eat the low. But Brainiac gets hard knockdowns off these bad boys when he goes into tentacle strikes, and that was a little bit of a savage swing right there. Not really, you know, he's...
What is happening?
Plus on it, but his man's swinging. I like it. Tigers is just trying to ride any kind of momentum right now. Don't let SylverRye breathe, because if he does, he's going to be able to mount some kind of a comeback, as we're witnessing right now. Tigers has to keep his foot on the gas pedal.
What the hell was that?
That was a beautiful 4-3 by Rye in the corner. I think he knew that Tigers was expecting a hover, so...
Oh, that was so dirty!
I
think that is crossing up. And it's so quick and hard to see coming. It looks like it's going to land in front, landing behind. That's a little gross there, 2 Tigers.
Oh, that did cross up. Tigers is going to eat a lot of damage now. Spins the bar.
Woo!
Has unblockable interact. You'll have to be careful here. That's going to be uncrashable. He drops it.
Oh, he gets him with the shoulder tackle, and Tigers stopping the madness, stopping the reverse 3-0. A little bit of savagery at the end, but you know what? I think that's what was required. Because if you played that too solid, I think SylverRye would have had the advantage.
I think so too. And Rye was looking so good there towards the end. And TitaniumTigerzz, I guess, just read that use of the interactable by Rye, opted to just go for the charge, knowing that the hit alone should kill. And that's up. Now he's going to be seeing himself in grand finals.
Excellent.
Unbelievable.
Excellent.
Actually, unbelievable stuff. So Tigers, I was not expecting this. I'm going to be completely honest. I was not expecting to see Tigers do this well for such a young competitor. We're seeing here, he's sitting in the grand finals, and Rye is now into the losers where he's just going to have to fight his way back into that grand finals if he wants to see those points. Tigers is one of those guys in the upper part of the top 12 as far as points go. So being in grand finals alone has helped him tremendously.
Yeah.
So up next, we are actually going to be having Noble Semiij versus Beast Coast Biohazard. Catwoman, hopefully, in my opinion, I would love to see Bane again, but I'm not too sure who he's going to pick.
I don't know who's in this matchup. Who?
It's going to be interesting. Biohazard has a few different characters at his disposal.
Last time they played.
Manta, obviously, we've seen him do some really good work with Manta. He does have Cheetah at the ready to go. He has Bane. He has a Starfire. He has his Harley, which I'm sure is just sitting there on the shelf collecting dust, waiting to be used again in tournament. He has all these different kinds of characters. And Semiij, only has Catwoman, and that's all he really needs. Clearly, from what we've been seeing.
Yep. Has the occasional pocket Ivy, which is so rare. I think that's only the second time I've seen it happen here on War of the Gods.
It's a utility character.
And Starfire. But in this particular matchup, if, you know, depending on what Biohazard goes with here, he's going to go with Bane. I was half expecting the Black Mana pick.
That's what I want to see.
I was half expecting the Black Mana pick and the potential savagery of Semiij early on to go Ivy right out of the gate. Because these top players do like to play that mind game of always trying to get the first game and start the counter pick war in their favor, trying to win that important first battle.
There we go. Game to jump 2 again as the first hit. Biohazard catching it back dash and scouting the wake up. Semiij, like we said, it's been going for a much more risky, aggressive oriented gameplay. And Biohazard's going to sniff that out right at the beginning. Oh, nice blocks by Semiij, but no punish! Now, I like what Biohazard did there. He's testing out the waters right now. He didn't go for the down 2 command grab, thinking Semiij was going to be ready for it, because he knows the kind of player that Semiij is.
Oh, yeah.
This whole set is going to be about conditioning.
And Bio's playing a lot slower when he knocks down Semiij, you see. Again, it's a character that rewards the aggression, but he plays at a much slower rate.
Oh, wow, the DP just missing. Nice air grab on Biohazard. He's staying back. This is a very different approach than what I've seen Biohazard usually
Bane with footsies? We're all in trouble tonight.
Down 1 footsies nonetheless. He's not going for that aggressive, charge all the way up and get him to the corner playstyle. Biohazard's playing very patient, very careful, and just waiting for his turn. And it's paying off right now.
Cool.
Oh no, with punish on the people's elbow.
And again, look at the patience by Biohazard, but finally getting caught. Taking... That may be the most frames on the screen that Biohazard's whiffed so far this entire set. That's how patient this man's playing.
There you go, catches the back dash, switches position, spin the bar. Watch where another DP from Tweedy. What is happening right now? This time, throwing the barrels, throwing the kegs.
You need to bring it? Yes, get that corner pressure going. Bio only needs a little bit of meter right now, and he is 1 hit from getting it. Oh, gosh. That might do level 3!
That's it!
Oh,
That's it!
got it!
No, it's not it! There we go. A little bit of chip damage. Biohazard, a very patient Biohazard taking game number 1 against Semiij.
Tariq in the chat asking what does DP stand for? It stands for Dragon Punch. It's not what it's actually called. It stands for what the motion is and what the animation is and what it does. It's an invincible wake up.
I don't know if I actually did it justice at all, but you got what I tried doing this and it didn't work. It's a zigzag forward, quarter circle.
If you watch Street Fighter, a Shoryuken is also called a Dragon Punch. It's any wake up that's built as a wake up anti-air, or just an invincible wake up that's unsafe on block. It has a certain animation to it where it's just a rising wake up.
Begin.
But here we go, sitting Biohazard 1-0. Now this is another instance where we might be seeing Semiij pull out Ivy, because Ivy's been known to do pretty well against Bane as well. Very nice use of the interactable. The interactable is going to be huge here on this stage, and that's death. That is 100% death. You are dead. Sir.
What this is the scariest Biohazard with Bane that you're gonna see is a sit back react. Oh my goodness!
What is happening?
Semiij just put the pad down at this point. Are you kidding me?
Oh, the whiff punish there. Nice backdash by Semiij. Look at the patience on Biohazard, and Semiij is playing patient as well, but it's almost hurting him at this point.
Finally.
Nice whiff punish on the command grab.
That pickup was disgusting by Semiij too.
That whole combo was beautiful, by the way.
Yeah, the fact that he got the jump 3 to hit behind, yet the stand 1 like recrossed up.
Yeah, he switched positions twice. That was crazy. Are we going to be able to get the hit confirmed there?
Gotham's
Wow,
close
late,
to you, babe.
late clash there. Bio has more meter to work with. He might just opt out to do more damage.
Oh, yeah.
He
Boom!
is. You have 15%. Boom, drop kick.
Woo! The spacing on the down one, immaculate.
Yo, the down one foot.
Down one footsies, Biohazard up 2-0 on Noble Semiij. And the scariest I've ever seen Biohazard play with this character. I'm frightened as a spectator right now.
I honestly have never expected to see Biohazard play this kind of more patient. It's almost like they switch play styles. Semiij is now patient. Semiij is now aggressive. Biohazard's now patient. I don't know what's happening. How long have I been gone that everyone has just completely changed their play style?
It's crazy.
I don't understand.
And
Approaching Gotham City.
I don't know if it's just because of the matchup that allows Biohazard to play a little bit slower. But he looks... I don't get to see him play Catwoman too often. I was trying to remember last time I saw even these two play, and I couldn't remember. But it looks like Bio has just every answer for this woman in every facet of the game. He is ready.
Nice whiff punish on the command grab by Semiij. That's one of the things you can't count Semiij out. He has the presence of mind to whiff punish anything you do if you kill him. That shows how strong of a player he is.
Ooh, Semiij, he had those early in the bracket. Those anti-air back twos were definitely there. Holding the pressure on the forward dashes. You kind of have to guess. When Bane forward dashes, when he has the Venom up, he can dash up two things. Dash up command grab, or dash up DP, and it kind of scares you if you want to eat something on the ground or try to bait it out. I find myself guessing there. I don't know about you guys.
I guess myself with anything.
Either way, it's
anything that Bane does.
Either way, it's armored, so it's really hard to react to the forward dash and simply press buttons.
I like how Semiij is still playing patient and going in now when Biohazard is on the debuff. That's something he wasn't really doing before. He was just kind of staying patient just overall. But these down one confirms by Biohazard are really the majority of his damage right now.
Oh, that was raw. That may be the first mistake, a true mistake that we've seen Biohazard make in this set.
And Semiij made him pay for it. Another mistake. Beautiful back dash by Semiij. But Semiij isn't. He's not done yet.
Oh, no.
Another whiff punish. Biohazard may need to pump the brakes a little bit with these DPs.
Venom's up.
Back to the patience game. Goes for the plus frames.
Gets the people's elbow. Okay.
Now he's on the debuff timer. This time Semiij opting not to go in because he has a life lead. Why? Why bother?
Yep, trying to Bio hang himself. Bio not going to come off the level 3 with the meter burn there. I thought it was half tempted to come off the resources to get the kill. He's got plenty of bar. If he comes off it, he'll only build it back at this point. Oh, no. How?
I am here to be king.
That was huge.
Mice braver than you.
Semiij still has a little bit of that first life bar to work with. And got Bio off of his flash.
That was so brave of Semiij. I didn't think that he was going to be able to eat that charge.
I didn't think he had the life for it either. I don't know if he just decided to go for it and see if it would work, or that man did some quick calculus in his head and decided it was okay. I don't know. Oh, and back to the patience game. Biohazard on debuff, so Semiij makes his turn. And just like that, you make one mistake while Bio's on debuff, and that debuff timer is not very long. Here we go, on level 2. Oh my! With a little bit more. Semiij is gonna stay back.
No way!
And that was beautiful. That's how you make it. Continuing on in the losers bracket is Biohazard 3-0 over Semiij. Over Semiij, of all players here in the top 8.
Ugh.
That was disgusting. I need water after that.
Whew. That was yep,
unreal.
Yep, I did too. I'm gonna just
whew. Well, so Bio, much different Bio than what I've personally seen. I know I've been gone for a little bit, but that was one more.
Woo! I'm
tasty?
thirsty for some more Bane footsies.
God.
That's what I am.
All right. So now we're going to be seeing Bio. He's still here in the losers bracket. That was the loser, which is still kind of something that I have to comprehend because I'm not used to seeing those names on the loser side this early on in the top 8. So Semiij has been eliminated. Biohazard moves for awarding him more of those points that he so desperately needs. And I believe next up we are going to be having. This is SylverRye versus Biohazard, right?
This is SylverRye, Biohazard. Winner of this is going to go on to face TitaniumTigerzz.
This is going to be interesting. I have no idea.
I'm giving
who Biohazard's going to go.
I'm giving Bio a little bit of a breather.
I think we need the breather.
Real quick before sending this invite. What do you guys think? Quick break? Maybe some Source Crystal giveaways? Anyways.
I think there's some Source Crystal giveaways at some point.
Let's give Bio a real quick breather. We'll be right back with some more War of the Gods action here on stream.me/war. with Bane. Free. And then next match, straight to another character like it never happened.
Going with a little bit of pressure there. Gets opened up by the jump 2. SylverRye going to get some huge damage here. Spreads the bar for even more. Sit back here, throw some gunshots, build a little bit of meter. Oh, very nice. He delayed that jump 3 in his trade. Being able to still hit confirm. Nice scout on the meter, bring back 3 by Biohazard. Both these guys are very even match right now. Guy going for just a little bit of damage, trying to see if he can catch out that air escape. Biohazard not biting.
Nice quick mix for the kill too by SylverRye. It's great that he can actually stagger into that low pound. Because every time you see him pounce, which is hard to react to, it starts very fast. Your natural instinct is to block high and look for any kind of cancel in the jump 2, right? So that's always a threat, and good for him to use it when it matters most in the closing moments.
Exactly. Beautifully done with that punish by Rye, getting as much damage as possible. Waiting for the right time for the second part of the meter burn DP whiff, getting that standing one interactable. And Rye is running away with this game. Now, that's a trade that Rye is willing to take. Biohazard had to spend an extra bar just to close out that life bar.
There we go, patience paying off there by Biohazard. Looking for the down 2. That was a great reaction. Just out of range. Wasn't too sure where Hobo was going to be landing. In time. That's a hard thing to react to, like I mentioned earlier. But in the corner we go. SylverRye going for the kill, and he gets it off the forward 3.
Shimmied into oblivion. Rye taking game number 1 against Biohazard. You know what? Manta, on paper, Manta does really well, so I'm not too sure what Bio's next move is going to be.
I mean, you know,
we'll have to wait and see.
He's one of those guys that definitely sticks with his gut and sticks with the pick for as long as possible. But he is known to, again, YOLO in a Game 3 situation. But how could you not want to pick Black Manta with the skin? That is gorgeous.
I mean, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Manta has the best gear in the game, free. Honorable mentions to, I'm going to say Batman has really good gear as well. Even Hellboy has some decent stuff on Manta, free. No question.
Look at that helmet. That's menacing.
That's terrifying. Imagine seeing that walking down the street. I mean, Hellboy as well, but you get what I'm saying. Moving on here, playing a little bit more neutral here. Nice clip on the forward 2 by Biohazard. Gonna get a little bit of damage. Drops the ender there. Throws the interactable and no damage on his end.
Whew. And swagging out for us. SylverRye gets the reset too. Didn't commit. And just, now we got American resets all over the place.
I ain't cutting you any slack.
Okay. Forward 3 raw the neutral. Manages to work. Very strict by Rocky.
We're just swinging right now. That, I don't think that was a react. That started up as the gunshot started up. He felt that. He felt that teleport.
He felt that in his bones. That was a hard read.
I'm also impressed. That's unfortunate. Could have got a back 3 off that down 2. Was definitely high enough. But I'm really impressed by Biohazard's ability to hit confirm with Mana. Not easy to get the 4-2-1 into the teleport.
No, that is definitely one of the more tight hit confirms in the game. But even now, he's going to need a lot more than hit confirms here in game number 2. SylverRye still sitting on that first life bar. And one more hit from Hellboy is going to do a ton of damage. There we go, another hit confirm, and Biohazard getting Rye off that first life bar. Slowly making a comeback here.
Yeah, we saw this when it was Nyx versus SylverRye as well, where Rye would get a big lead, and then Nyx just fought his way back into the matches with this character.
God,
whoa! The down 2 meaty to stuff Rye's wake up, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. I love watching stuff like that happen. It's just perfectly timed.
Okay, those might be reactions. Oh man,
the galaxy brain.
Yep, I'm just out.
Right
and now,
I'm just
from a monumental health lead, Biohazard has found his way back in the matchup with the whip runners in the back 1-1, knocking this man down. Just has to avoid this super and gets him with the harpoon.
How do you make a comeback like
Hook,
that?
line, and
How do you
sinker.
make a comeback? Unreal. I've said this before. Biohazard is one of those players, just like HoneyBee, where the life lead is never safe. It has nothing to do with the character that they're playing. HoneyBee or Biohazard. It's the players themselves. For some reason, they get this X factor when they're down on life. I've already told Bio about this already. It's real. It's a real thing. Bio factor is real. 100% confirmed.
And, you know, yeah, Bane has it kind of built in with the damage that he does. But even with mana, just to have the mental fortitude to believe in situations that are not in your favor, that are not hot. You know, it's just having that belief, and it's something that, I don't know, it's not something that you acquire. You know, these guys just have it, and it's amazing to watch.
And we see now that Rye bringing out Batman, having the first debut of the night. We'll have to see if it pays off for him. You know, because he was the biggest advocate saying that man could beat Hellboy. So if he's going Batman, he knows for sure this is not a matchup for Hellboy. Nice corner pressure. And beautiful blocks, but Biohazard getting flipped. That is a clean punish. Opting to keep him mid-screen instead of up-grappling him into the corner. I respect it.
Remember earlier saying that, you know, he keeps Batman on the shelf most of the time now, but that character does not collect any dust. It's a mid-condition when it comes off the shelf. Already looking so strong. Sniped out of the air with that trait. The moment he saw him go to the sky, let it rip. I respect it. He wanted to just maintain momentum and try to make Biohazard think on a 13th level right there.
Yeah, but do you really want to test someone like Bio with reads like that? Oh, that was not the read to make. All right, that is going to cost him dearly. Spent a bar with the DP, and it's definitely going to use 3 here. Went from oh, he's going to go with 2 instead? Okay, so he opts to keep the bar, maybe to just try and chip him out here to get Rye off that first night bar. And there's no worse feeling in this game than clashing and getting opened up immediately.
Oh, and that beat out the shark attack. That's a tight window to beat out that wake up just because of how fast the startup is alone. And a meaty 4-3 gets him through. And now SylverRye game away, making grand finals. But because of the switch, we're probably going to see a switch from Biohazard. Thus, but this could be, even if SylverRye's not able to do it with Batman, which I know he perfectly believes that he could beat Starfire with Batman. He's also the big advocate that Hellboy does well against Starfire.
I mean, we saw Rye last week making quick work of Tweedy Starfire with Batman. So the knowledge is there. It's a matter of how Biohazard's going to be able to play this.
But yeah, this is in SylverRye's favor, having a lead. And you know what's great about the counterpick board that I don't think I've ever talked about with you guys? Is that the person that has the lead right here and is up 2-1 and is fighting what could be an unfavorable matchup is that they, in theory, have nothing to lose. And they can just effing swing. And
that is very true.
And just like we're seeing right here from SylverRye, this counterpick could potentially not mean anything. Purely based on the fact that SylverRye's like, oh, well, fuck, I have a free game to work with right here.
Exactly. Now look at all the damage that Rye's doing with the 4-3 crossing up in the corner. Definitely seems like a smart switch so far. Rye on the verge of heading into grand finals right now. Biohazard has a lot of work to do. So another whiff. Rye just going to try and sit back, stay away from him.
And so patient on that trait, too. There were a couple of opportunities where he saw Starfire go airborne, little things where he could have let that trait go, but he waited for the opportune moment to actually try to get some pressure off of it. And now just a hit away. Any Batarang.
And this is all but over.
Any glitter, which was the first bar. Biohazard needs a literal only Romaster come back and gonna get hit by the trait. The forward to the headbutt. Out of the tournament for this man. 3-1 victory.
Batman wins.
And Rye has now won the opportunity to get his run back against TitaniumTigerzz. Now, TitaniumTigerzz is sitting comfortably on the winner's side. Regardless, Rye, I feel like, is going to be able to make an adjustment. We might be seeing a closer set than we originally saw in the beginning. But hats off to Biohazard. Still played great this week. Got a lot of points that he definitely needed. And there's no doubt we'll be seeing him back next week. So up next, we will be having TitaniumTigerzz against SylverRye going into grand finals of week number 2.
Yep.
And we're just going to have to wait and see what happens. Again, TitaniumTigerzz has a huge momentum swing right now. Went from not really being able to make top 8s in some weeks of the season to now not only making top 8 with a ridiculous list of scalps, by the way.
Yes.
He is now sitting in grand finals on the winner's side. So you know he's feeling it.
Yeah, with a win like that, you know, against Brainiac, it actually might not be a bad choice to go Batman either. Batman has always done well against Brainiac. He's one of the few that can just zone him out. One of the very few that can simply zone Brainiac out. But get knocked down, it's Batman when he gets knocked down, essentially. A lot of people in chat are asking for some source crystals. I wonder if random ones are just going to get dropped in there. Yeah. I wonder.
I mean, crazier things have happened, but I mean, that's just one of those things you got to keep your eyes peeled because you never know when something's going to happen.
So, so we used to do it so that you guys saw the winner and all that fun stuff, but now we try to find ways to where you could miss it, and it's weird. It's a lot of fun. It's very rewarding. It's like watching or it's like playing Where's Waldo while also watching a Fantastic Injustice 2 tournament.
I mean, isn't that what everyone does?
Yeah.
Isn't that just like the standard nowadays anyway? I mean, I know I've been gone a long time, but please.
That's right. Let me.
So now here's the question I have for you while we're waiting for these two to get set up. Do you think Rye's going to stick with Hellboy in the beginning? It's hard.
Yeah.
It's a hard question to answer, but I think he will. I think we're definitely going to see Batman if things go sour in the beginning, though. Because Rye doesn't have a lot of games to work with. TitaniumTigerzz has virtually 2 sets to work with if he really wants to test the waters.
Yeah, if it was the other way around, I would have said that I think Rye might test waters with Batman. Mm-hmm. But this is an odd situation. I mean, it was a game 5 on the winner's side. Could have gone either way. SylverRye just might bet it on Hellboy and hope things go right this time.
We'll have to wait and see, but we're just waiting for them to get into the King of the Hill, and we'll be able to get started with the grand finals. The only other thing that I'm thinking of now that Rye might be able to pull off is that he's been talking about learning like a few different characters. Like he's been teasing, pretty much saying that everyone has a Starfire now. I wonder if he himself has a Starfire as well, and how that match would play out against someone like Brainiac. But TitaniumTigerzz is one of those players where it doesn't really. You know, you can't use a side character against TitaniumTigerzz at this point. He's just grown into that much of a competitor where side characters are just not going to cut it.
Yeah, absolutely. And so we are going to get Hellboy here out of SylverRye in this run back in grand finals. Let's go, guys. Grand final time. War of the Gods, week 2 of season number 3. And right now, like out of the gate, LNFN-2R getting the first hit, drawing first blood, and trying to get the early advantage here in grand finals. Open this man up, the forward 2s, everything working right.
You know, it was weird. I think there was something wrong with my contact. I think I saw something at the top of that screen there for a minute. It's gone now, so I think it was nothing.
Sure was.
Here we go, Ryan, offing the stick with Hellboy now. Nice down 2 from down under. The meter burn to keep it safe. TitaniumTigerzz has the corner pressure. Rye trying to get as far away from it as possible. And the instant air ground pound. SylverRye taking the first life bar in a quick fashion.
You know, that's something I've never seen a Hellboy player do ever, D, which is the EX shoulder, which is plus, and an instant ground pound. Because not a lot of people respect Hellboy there because of the pushback. That's an interesting choice, but pays off and got him before the second hit of the shoulder charge of Brainiacs. And now Rye. Driver's seat. Pedals down. What a big whiff. It's going to give Tigers a little life. Again, we saw the damage that Brainiac can do to Hellboy is staggering. But SylverRye doing the right thing and putting up the trait early so he doesn't potentially get opened up immediately.
I mean, and this is what we were talking about earlier. Rye had some time to think about what happened, as did TitaniumTigerzz, but we're seeing those adjustments come into play nice and early, like that instant air ground pound after being plus. You're going to be able to try a few different things. And I mean, it seems to be working out really well for him. This is pretty much Rye's game to run away with. There you go, down one to close it out. Rye up one game in the grand finals of week number 2. Wins. He's got a long road ahead of him if he's going to reset this bracket.
He does. 5 more games needed. It's as they said.
Superman.
Back in the 80s.
Hellboy.
It's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll.
I mean, he's been doing it nonstop this entire night. If you really think about it, the reverse 3-0s this man has already went through is more than enough to put anyone else over the edge as far as running out of energy. But here we are, sitting in grand finals. Rye looking better than ever against Tigers. So we're just going to have to see if Tigers can make that adjustment. If Tigers has the bracket reset on him, he's in big trouble because the momentum's just going to take care of itself after that.
Yeah, and if he finds himself down 2-0 in the situation, you might see a different pick out of Tigers just to test the water before a potential reset of the bracket where he could just stick out a Brainiac from that point on. I love seeing that out of the guys, you know, when they feel the pressure's on, throw something different at your opponent just to throw them off before the reset as well.
God, and what a start for Rye in game number 2. Almost 50% health. And I like how Rye's doing it. He gets the life lead, and he just kind of sits back, walks under all those throws, and waits for his turn to make a move.
Oh, that is not an easy hit confirm as well. Not for me, anyway.
No,
not for us old guys.
This is why we sit behind the desk. Remember that. We're safe.
It's a little bit slower back here.
You know, patiently wait, throwing out some good shots, building a little bit of meter. We're seeing that bar go up more and more. About to get that second meter.
Oh man, are we seeing a zoning war right now? And it's gone.
Oh, it still gets that hit. Not going to be able to get too much out of it, but you know what? Any little bit, Rise far, it's going to be just fine. What was that?
That was glorious. Tigers recognizing. Earlier, we saw him get burned for not pressing something there. But this time, swinging. And paying off.
I mean, that little sequence there evened out this life lead. That was perfect. He could not have played that situation better. And now, forcing Rye off the clash. TitaniumTigerzz started to wake up here. They go back in that sweet spot. Brainiac has some really good range on him versus most characters in this game.
Pound.
Yeah, and that's another thing we haven't seen a lot from Rye. He really rarely commits to that low. Maybe we'll see that a little bit more. Going for the unbreakable damage off of the bounce cancel. Huge damage. No, down one leap to get out of that corner.
Beautiful use of the straight. Now nothing can launch here for Tigers. Oh, and he faked it out again. It's so hard to deal with the ground pound in these closing moments. And now, are we going to see a change out of Tigers to test new waters against SylverRye?
I mean, it might be time.
Yeah. Will we see Atrocitus? Will we see one of his 40 other characters? Black Adam.
Hellboy.
Joker. Joker! We're going to see his Joker!
What?
Yes!
All right, okay. This has to be a joke. I just popped off
my bad,
right?
guys.
Fighters approaching Gorilla City.
I didn't even know he had a Joker. Does he know something we don't?
He beat someone really good on the Clash with Joker. It was like Rewind or something. It was something nuts.
Seriously?
Yeah. Might have been Dab? Something like that. But yeah, he just, oh my goodness! And immediate read from SylverRye, knowing that a Joker player wants to jump.
I like how only one person in the chat got my pun, for the record. I didn't hear it from Stokes. I didn't hear it from anyone. I put my heart into that pun, right? Y'all are awful. Oh, just dropped the 4-3 combo on there. Nice job on the parry, but SylverRye scouted it out with punishing as per usual.
Yeah, really good timing on him to not go into the active frames because we all make those mistakes. Has a gunshot of his own.
There.
Whoa!
Stop the trade there. Wait a minute.
Was that a gap?
Parry.
That was exposed?
That was a gap. That is interesting. Okay. That is not going to work. Let's not fish too hard for these players.
What was that?
Go activating that trait. Interesting. I rarely get to see Joker, and I even more rarely get to see Joker actually use trait.
Yeah, it's something that I guess would require a lot of lab work because there are times where I see Jokers activate the trait and drop everything and not really know how to handle it. The increase in speed.
Rise, you know what? Rise going a little bit more for the mixing playstyle, and I like it.
Cool, that's a big down two right there.
That's a huge down two, yeah. You know, clean leap over the gunshot by Joker.
Nice punish.
Here's your chance.
You know what? He's gonna decide to make it clashable. He wants TitaniumTigerzz off of that meter now. Gets 30% back, and he's back in this game.
Throwing those down twos, trying to catch all the leap-ins. And what's great is that he's going underneath the projectiles anyway. Ooh, almost got a sexy conversion right there. Oh! When in doubt, swing it out.
Is that why he picked Joker? That down
Just
two.
because of down two? Is he trying to pry his way back into this match?
Don't do this to me, man. It's my first week.
I finally got him.
I'm not supposed to be breaking character like that. You're killing me.
Oh, Tigers is so winging right now.
Wait a minute. Tigers is about to run away with this game right now.
Big up here. Oh, back up passes.
No, but this damage is what's no joke. Look at how much that does, and he dropped the ending.
Rye getting really flow crazy. Has to watch out for these down twos. Oh, built up one of the traits. Look how fast he is.
And he's just building all that meter. This next hit is going to be able to kill for either character.
Oh, that was so smart, but is it going to be death? No! That's going to cost him everything! Oh, no! I really like the setup that he did, though. That was so smart.
That is a devastating way to reset the bracket if you're TitaniumTigerzz right now. Because he went for this space galaxy read.
Yeah.
That cost him the entire set.
He put down teeth, which would have chipped out. And you think to yourself as a fundamental fighting game player, all right, there's a meaty teeth sitting there. It's gonna chip him out. He's gonna wake up. Let me parry. Cover the wake up.
What's even
delay
crazier,
wake up and then whoop, jump. Game over.
And he's still gonna stick with Joker here.
It looked good.
He's still gonna stay with them.
Oh my god, I can't believe I converted.
Wow, talk about a hit conversion. Back to the conversion. Just picking up as much damage as he can right now.
It's a really good spot for Tigers too. We all know Joker corner game, right?
Maybe that's where he wants to keep Hellboy. Maybe that's exactly where this matchup needs to be played. And here's the corner game.
Or even the push block getting punished. Oh, there's a parry!
That's too good. That is way too good.
Oh, here we go. Almost picked him. I can't believe Teeth didn't actually pick him up the double down one there. Oh, Tigers is in the zone right now.
Joker is a very execution-heavy character for the record. So being able to pull these combos off alone is nothing short of a miracle.
And the air canisters actually might do really well in this matchup, now that I'm seeing it. Parry again.
What is going on with this? TitaniumTigerzz has a huge life lead.
Oh, he got him with the parry again! This is amazing!
What is happening right now?
What is happening right now? The Joker is happening. TitaniumTigerzz said, screw it. My Brainiac is getting absolutely mixed. Let me go to the Joker. Let me have a good time. Let me lighten up.
You could say he walked away from that game with a smile on his face.
Yep.
You could say. He's gonna stick. Rye's gonna stick with Hellboy going into this game number 2. I mean, he reset the bracket with Hellboy, even when TitaniumTigerzz picked Joker at the very end. So he knows it can be done. Maybe just needs to make a couple adjustments and maybe not walk into those parries so much, because those do a lot of damage. Those parries add up, and he got no less than 4 parries. And this man starts it off by saying, "Get out of my airspace."
That's a big read, but, you know, Vertical Ward, very smart. Hard to whip punish the air throw. And like I said, Joker's natural instinct is to jump at the opponent.
Oh, and another thing, Joker does a lot of damage into his setup. And just watch.
Oh, he dropped it, but still at 500 damage on a drop.
Throwing some gunshots.
Now.
Oh, my gun's bigger.
Some of the chat might be asking why Joker's even allowed. Because
Joker was only banned in Injustice 1, remember?
Because he was banned. But we're like, screw it. We need the views.
We need the views. Listen, we're letting anything rock at this point, okay?
Oh, that was so disgusting. I might vomit yesterday's dinner.
Oh, nice flip out. Down one into the overhead. Very smart. That flip out was crucial because he would have ate so much damage. Nice poke through that gap. The distance was a little bit too far off. And then these combos. TitaniumTigerzz is having a lot of trouble being able to finish all of these combos. And it's really starting to add up. He's left a lot of damage on the table throughout this entire set.
Yeah, not only loses on damage, he loses out on the meaty. Which, right?
Exactly, which is arguably what Joker is revolved around, is the setup.
It's really strong, yet I gotta give credit to SylverRye, who's dealt with the setups really well. He has very, very rarely gotten opened up by the actual teeth meaties in the mix.
Piece of crap.
Another beautiful flip out by TitaniumTigerzz. That was actually a punish on the rest of SylverRye's combo there. And then Tiger's just taking these bullets to the face. And Rye started to do really well.
Yeah, and that
now sitting at 1 game apiece.
You know, it's technically 2-1 in Rye's favor against
Hellboy.
There we go. No, no.
Ooh.
He thought about
it.
it.
Was a mistake.
He thought about it. It's the same read that Rye made when they played in the first bracket or first set, which would start the match off with air throw, and he just ran away with it from there. So let's see what happens. Is first hit all it's going to separate these guys?
Begin.
Well, you know what? Tigers has the home field advantage here on Joker's playground.
Oh no. Is this broken? Ooh, SylverRye.
And still can't get that combo to hit. The execution is just not there with Tigers right now. And that is absolutely killing him in the set.
There we go.
Oh, that is a clean jump. That's going to do a lot of damage. Let's see if he can finish it. And again, another drop.
Oh, gunshot for gunshot, though. It does... I think Joker wins that trade by far.
Boys, welcome to Call of Duty. Black Ops 4 out now.
Oh, no. Out now. Battle Royale edition.
Battle Royale edition. Right, getting the opening he needed.
No way, you
Taking the first round just by a sliver. We'll see if he can get any real estate with this life bar. And that is a huge no.
It's gone.
Taking his time. I'm not too sure if those meter burned gunshots are worth it on Tiger's part.
He does have a crap ton of meter. Ooh. Okay, man, just like that, one trade like that, and that's really good for Tigers. Not the EX though.
Well,
that's big baby right there.
If you take a look at the damage both players' gunshots are doing, Tigers is winning the damage trade. But that is 100% a clash situation. That was easily going to kill. Has the bar to spend, they're going to get 30% back. We're not going to opt to keep his meter.
Ooh. Oh my goodness! Did Tigers just make like quick micro reads?
Someone needs to look in a mirror.
Yeah, his micro decisions are on point. Really, what's killing Tigers right now is execution. That's his biggest problem right now.
Execution, and I've seen a couple of tendencies where once something works once, he'll get caught in a rhythm of continuously trying to go for it.
Yeah, he does seem to fall into a little bit of a pattern, but you add those two things together, sprinkle in a little bit of lack of being able to block Hellboy. I mean, that's why we're seeing this game number 3 go in SylverRye's favor right now.
Yep. And now the trades are going to favor SylverRye. He only needs a shot and a half at this point. Get the kill. Gets the overhead with the EX. I have expected the pound there. And now SylverRye feeling himself a little bit full screen. That little bit of Bilbo T. Baggins.
I think he's sitting back. Buffering. We're going to call it buffering. Some sort of gunshot. I'm not really too sure.
Gunshot leap. I don't know.
It seemed like buffering.
I don't know. I like it though. 2-1 lead now for SylverRye. After a reset, that means this man is on championship point.
Hellboy, the Joker.
After being in the loser's side, nonetheless, by TitaniumTigerzz himself. So now Rye is on championship point here for week 2 here in War of the Gods, which is a huge, huge statement that he needed to be able to get those points. So here we go. Potential last game, unless Tigers can make something happen and take us to a game 5 in this bracket reset.
You know, both these characters actually, you guys don't know on paper, both of them can cancel their gunshot.
And that background bounce is going to be huge here. Massive amounts of damage. Decides to go for the setup into the trade.
Oh, no. No!
That is so
unfortunate.
Devastating. That man just kept smacking the ground in front of him.
Oh, the reaction by SylverRye. Now he is so poised right now to try to take this week of War of the Gods.
Rye is in such a comfortable position right now. Oh, nice jump too. I don't think I've seen a full combo from TitaniumTigerzz here, and that is absolute trouble right now. Rye is just all over the place. Tigers flipping out, losing his patience.
Goodness.
You should smile more.
And this is just... You want to look up the definition of a tragedy in the dictionary, there's a picture of this. This set right now is the perfect example of a tragedy in TitaniumTigerzz.
And only one more hit needed for SylverRye to take this week's War of the Gods! And this trait, it doesn't even matter! This is just ship-out territory at this point! It's all it's going to take. Is SylverRye going to make the comeback from losers 2 sets in a row and get them out of the air? SylverRye, your Week 2 champion!
Hellboy wins.
All the way from the loser side, resets the bracket, and then gets a clean 3-1 in the reset. I mean, you can't ask for a better finale here in week number 2. That was perfect. Well played, well deserved. Amazing.
And we got Joker. What a week. What a week.
I think we're all winners, man. That gameplay was perfect. I love the Joker play. I just wish he had that execution on point because I really think that would have made a huge difference. But either way, you got to give your hats off to TitaniumTigerzz. Played great, made it to grand finals, got some cash, got some points.
That's right.
He can walk away a happy man.
And all from the comfort of his own home, no pants on either.
Correct. I mean,
which you guys too can do if you sign up for War of the Gods week number 3.
Registration is now live. Make sure you guys go sign up. You're not losing anything by doing so. Get a chance to make some points, make some cash, have fun doing it, and see where you stand amongst the rest of us. I mean, look at what TitaniumTigerzz has been able to do. That man has showcased himself as an extremely solid player just for signing up. So you might be next.
Smash.gg/war. Go there. Sign up right now for week number 3, where we will see you Sunday, 6 p.m. Eastern for that. It's that easy.
And one quick reminder that the registration has changed. Make sure you do your check-ins on time. Yes. Do not get bodied.
You have a 30-minute window before it actually starts to check in. If you do not, you're out of here.
And you're gone. That's not where you want to be, man. You want to be able to be a part of this.
There's nothing we can even do. All right, it does automatically. You're boned. Check in within that 30-minute window, which is going to be 5:30 Eastern Standard Time to 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time in those brackets. And there are your points. SylverRye taking the #1 spot with that W. 20 points over Semiij, who won week number 1. So definitely your 1-2 seed right there. The 1-2 punch so far. You see Nyx, who's been consistent. Tigers, HoneyBee, Tweedy, Hero Killer Stain. All these guys have just been consistent so far in these first 2 weeks. That's going to set the tone for this 10-week season to see who's going to make the finale, okay? It's all about consistency.
Exactly. And it's still early, but you want to remain consistent and you want to be able to get those points. And it's not over for those who didn't get the points they want. Just make sure you sign up, and we'll be seeing you back next week.
Absolutely. Also, this Friday, we got the Clash going on. Exhibitions, grudge matches, whatever I said. It's mostly exhibitions. There's not too much grudge going on in the scene, but when there is, I try to catch it a little bit. But I will say that I will have this week some more EU invaders that are going to be playing each other. We will actually have.
Good.
We are going to be having Omega K going up against Irish Mantis.
We'll get a little bit of Grodd action. We haven't seen that in a while.
Yeah, a little bit of Grodd action. I'm pretty excited about that. That's Friday, 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and we will announce that most likely tomorrow. And I believe that that's one of the main events. The other one might be a couple of people that you saw tonight. So be tuned. Follow StreamMe on Twitter for all the updates on not only War of the Gods Clash, all the other esports tournaments that we got going on. And a couple of announcements maybe along the way as far as that concerns. But Big D, any closing thoughts tonight?
No, it was a pleasure to be back. It's been a very long time since I've been able to cast with you guys, so it was a pleasure. I hope the chat enjoyed it. And this isn't the last you saw of me. I'll be back.
Absolutely. And we got CEO next week as well. Registration did close,
Yes.
I believe. Did close for that, I think, yesterday. So
Correct.
get bodied unless you want to show up in person and late reg. Also check out it's next up on the IPS tour. So tune into that as well. We got to give them some love. We absolutely love everything that's going on in the Justice scene right now. Thank you so much for watching War of the Gods. It really means a lot to us. And we will see you next time here on stream.me/war. You guys have a wonderful night.
Take care.